has returned facilitating recent access to the re-enter to the domestic capital markets, which is an ultimate milestone of the success of the government policy agenda. In our discussion with international investors, we do see a lot of interest in exposure to Ghana. The good story of Ghana has been noticed, and we get bombarded by requests from the investors to meet and talk about Ghana going forward. So whenever the government will decide to re-enter capital markets, certainly the interest will be there, of course conditional on sustained progress in terms of the reforms. What are the lessons learned from the IMF bailout? I think whenever I meet anybody asking questions about Ghana, the question I typically get is this time is going to be different, right? So this is something which is not the question I can answer. I think Minister has given assurances. But let me just say a few words about my reflections on many discussions we have had with Ghanaian authorities. We believe that the lessons have been learned. It was very difficult, very traumatic for the Ghanaian people, for the country, to go through the crisis of 2022. And the pain has been real, and this pain has been internalized. And the reform momentum under the ECF demonstrates that the lessons have been learned on that. Going forward, of course, it's important to continue prudent policies and continue reforms. What ECF has managed is to successfully stabilize the country. But stabilization and resilience are two different things. So focus needs to be on building resilience going forward. And for that, the ultimate objective is not the constraints of the IMF coming from outside, but ultimately the strength of the domestic institutions. And this is what we really try to internalize in terms of the design of the PCI when we discuss it with our counterparts here. And the focus there is not on adjustment. The focus is rather on strengthening domestic institutions, fiscal institutions, financial institutions, to ensure that no contingent liabilities are created outside of the central government, that no quasi-fiscal activities build fiscal risk going forward, that no SOEs pose fiscal risk going forward for the government, which will, when the shock comes, materialize in a drain of public financial resources. So this is the focus, and we're quite hopeful that the lesson has been internalized, and it will be different this time. Program, and we have discussed with our counterparts how to minimize them and reduce this factor and eliminate it going forward, and we'll be reporting that in the staff report. Now, on subsidies in the fuel sector, as the person to my right has mentioned, we confirm there are zero costs currently to the budget, because it's not a subsidy, it's an adjustment of the regulatory margin. It's not part of the domestic revenue pool. So it's a separate type of expense. So this was a temporary measure. The government introduced it only temporarily, which is very much in line with our advice. We don't want the measures which are introduced and then sticking there, because it's very difficult to remove that. It's going to be automatically removed when as planned. So overall, we supported the decision, but of course the risks are still there. The commodity prices are still volatile. Middle East conflict is still ongoing, and therefore the volatility of fuel prices is still there and a risk factor going forward. If there's any additional support going forward, then we would recommend to do that through well-targeted subsidies, which are income-based and merit-based, and reduces the drain and allocates on public resources, and allocates these resources only to those who really need this support. Now, in terms of what's next after the stability, as I certainly the interest will be there, of course conditional on sustained progress in terms of the reforms. What are the lessons learned from the IMF bailout? I think whenever I meet anybody asking questions about Ghana, the question I typically get is this time is going to be different, right? So this is something which is not the question I can answer. I think Minister has given assurances. But let me just say a few words about my reflections on many discussions we have had with Ghanaian authorities. We believe that the lessons have been learned. it was very difficult, very traumatic for the Ghanaian people, for the country, to go through the crisis of 2022. And the pain has been real, and this pain has been internalized. And the reform momentum under the ECF demonstrates that the lessons have been learned on that. Going forward, of course, it's important to continue prudent policies and continue reforms. What ECF has managed is to successfully stabilize the country. But stabilization and resilience are two different things. So focus needs to be on building resilience going forward. And for that, the ultimate objective is not the constraints of the IMF coming from outside, but ultimately the strength of the domestic institutions. And this is what we really try to internalize in terms of the design of the PCI when we discuss it with our counterparts here. And the focus there is not on adjustment. The focus is rather on strengthening domestic institutions, fiscal institutions, financial institutions, to ensure that no contingent liabilities are created outside of the central government, that no quasi-fiscal activities build fiscal risk going forward, that no SOEs pose fiscal risk going forward for the government, which will, when the shock comes, materialize in a drain of public financial resources. So this is the focus, and we're quite hopeful that the lesson has been internalized, and it will be different this time. Program, and we have discussed with our counterparts how to minimize them and reduce this factor and eliminate it going forward, and we'll be reporting that in the staff report. Now, on subsidies in the fuel sector, as the person to my right has mentioned, we confirm there are zero costs currently to the budget, because it's not a subsidy, it's an adjustment of the regulatory margin. It's not part of the domestic revenue pool. So it's a separate type of expense. So this was a temporary measure. The government introduced it only temporarily, which is very much in line with our advice. We don't want the measures which are introduced and then sticking there, because it's very difficult to remove that. It's going to be automatically removed when as planned. So overall, we supported the decision, but of course the risks are still there. The commodity prices are still volatile. Middle East conflict is still ongoing, and therefore the volatility of fuel prices is still there and a risk factor going forward. If there's any additional support going forward, then we would recommend to do that through well-targeted subsidies, which are income-based and merit-based, and reduces the drain and allocates on public resources, and allocates these resources only to those who really need the support. Now, in terms of what's next after the stability, as I mentioned in my introductory remarks, we spent a lot of time discussing what the better than expected, the faster than expected fiscal consolidation and the improvements in the debt trajectory means for the fiscal space. This fiscal space is ultimately the space what the government generated by strong policies, and now which can be used going forward to support economic growth, support employment, and strategic investment in important sectors. And this was much of our discussion. I will not steal the thunder from the minister and the government in terms of the big announcements, but we understand what the strategy they're going forward. But again, strong policy effort generated additional fiscal space, and we're now discussing how to spend it. This is a remarkable turnaround for Ghana going forward. In terms of risks going forward, I think I would like to highlight two things. First is, again, related to the fiscal policy. I think we jointly managed to introduce strong safeguards in terms of controlling government expenditures in the central government. But there are significant risks outside of the central government control, meaning in the SOE sector and quasi-fiscal activities outside of the central government. And historically, for Ghana, that was a predominant factor which drove the trajectory of the debt sustainability. It's not just the fiscal deficit itself, but also the quasi-fiscal activities and the materialization of fiscal risk outside of the central government, which generated big shocks in the debt trajectory going forward. And addressing those as part of the PCI reform agenda will be a critical thing for us to do. The second risk I would like to highlight is gold. Of course, I don't need to tell you, gold prices have been historically high, and that supported Ghana's turnaround. It's hard to predict where the gold price is going to be in the future. Commodity prices are always very volatile, especially in the uncertain geopolitical environment. But that's why much of our discussion with the authorities, with the BOG, with the Minister of Finance, is to how to build the buffers using the positive terms of trade shock for Ghana right now, and how to ensure that the economy is insulated from these shocks going forward if and when they materialize. So these are kind of important things I wanted to highlight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because of this, his inability to work, the stakeholders here did a demonstration, did press conference and everything. And we call him, he will say he will come. I think somewhere last month, he brought a few equipment, did the clearing, and left. He doesn't he's not showing any interest in doing the work. And you know, when contractors begin to pick and choose, I don't have drawing, I have this thing, it means there's something that they don't want to talk about. Nobody fears the letter because they think it's the usual thing you do. If I have my way, let's terminate. Okay. And get somebody who is more capable to do the work. Okay. So I think that start the termination process. Okay. Because he's not even on site to speak to us. He's just basically not around. So terminate and let's get somebody who is interested. This is a very important road. We cannot leave it to somebody who says you are the chief executive of highways. The guy says you are the one who told him not to work. No, and you are saying you didn't tell him not to work. No.
TV XYZ and I Power 97.9 FM inside politics Jumedi Suni fi sabri and copy 6 p.m. ebebo wo man Ghana mu nsem ahodo a etwego de senefata se won so betimi anya ahonti ase na abribia no ekwan ya mpanifo efa so na wo mo de abu o man no won so okuma ebeto yem ti sha no so se yedi Jumedi edi abom wo betimi de wadwen kire ababeta Jumedi echi wo bra wo ko Facebook yem platforms no ho at Power 979 FM and at TV XYZ nyina o Facebook nemum obomodi go PM o YouTube XYZ broadcasting na wabo modern ajebre na fe dwumedie no ekoso no adwenkyire bia bebe otiri wo bra wo hwe dwumedie no fato ase wo mrepemu ye beje bre na fe yakenkan dia ma no sampa wo kan hu bi ana wo man Ghana guso a wo fa ne ntama pa bi e de efra ti no wo kan ye ho kan na se ne nso fre obi na fre obi ka che ne se nke Obrempong aba bebe tena ase ene miagasa me boss Mugabe man said the capacity man, commander of the 900 million angels. Wamami 100 million angels. Also, Obrempong said that me 200 na ye jabeto studio num. Eti the 100 no, me 100 na edu bia. Ne me pion e de wako 200 na mama also e de wabanka kakra. Ana what time echi no say enawia yin so me fa nsem a e wo ni nyina mra na me fa besomo. Okwa mi siara. Omo ready. Say Nancy Jumedie no one more she TV ni so kama de aboa director ho Mr. Ralph Jampo, Mr. Peter Cranton so ho Abbas ho Mr. Emmanuel Kisi, Mr. Emmanuel Neti one more na MCR one more she TV ni so mana ye kama say be na Jumedie be wakono na so waje bre na wahwe Jumedie bi Lizzy and atwemani makeup kama no ura inside ha dia cameras na chi ene Kofi Asante wa ha Francis anafe Prince Ofosu womo ene gina cameras na chi a womo direct cameras no na wometwa dwumadie we e de asom ye nyina miankasa majebre na mi di dwumadie mi di die enke Obrempong the grassroots president okwapeman kanea abribia metena se pe me se kai se eye pepepe yo eye yedie eye kwan pe biara wo man Ghana befa so afa na ntama pa bi de afra se be ye na wotimamuni nso betimi ateso mfa so enu nti ani ye bre ye de no kore ye de sede asem ne tie pepepe eba ne ye de ba besomo ba bibia waje bre na wo hwe me anase wutie me Nyankopon wanhyira wa memprenda all the affiliate stations ba bia wote ye nka kan ho ne ani dwumade mum kopem 6 p.m. ebebo abusie ene ensem no bebre ene wanom a ye bomode na fe ye de ensem nyina abomode aba wanim ne yede aba besomo na ne ewom esene fata nyina no yade nkyiremu na adomo na ene Ghana asemde ede aba efise free another day crey IMF the former administration under the MPP Nana Dankwa Kufuado Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia's administration Ken Nana ya oforiata kuntunkunuku IMF wamuku chiri wa my Ghana gidi adi yeko PM na wamuko je a $3 billion bail bond say wamu de ba efise wa my no eni sika wa my na tete aprapansam na ya hoɔden wɔ sikasɛm akɔfɔm enti na wɔ se yɛkɔ ɛyɛ IMF wɔ hɔ ne yɛkɔkɔ gye sika de bɛbɔ bra no ɛnɛ de a mede wɔde ka sɛi 2026 ɛnɛ de on the 15th of May fi na de kɔi wɔ man Ghana every IMF program naseɛ yes Ghana ba bɛde ne ho ɛwɔ yɛn sikasɛm mu abisa sɛnsɛm yi ɛne Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia the former vice president of the Republic of Ghana and the flag bearer of the MPP wogusu enam wokyerɛkyerɛ ne nsɛm mu ɛkeka ɛkyerɛ sɛ niem akyekyeakyeche ana arrest a ɛkɔ so enam nsɛm bi a MPP amanyokuo no members ne bi wɔn ayɛ sɛ wɔn bɛka nsɛmbɔne wɔn bɛdi atam wɔn bɛyɛ nneɛma fi ɛde agu aban ne ho fi no Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ɔsupporte yɛbɛda ne yɛn ho aba yɛnya aba pɛ sɛnsɛm ni dia kan nyina yɛba bebiem twɛn yɛba ɛsia Some of our bio at about TVXYZ and a Power 97.9 FM. Oko Facebook at Power 979 FM TVXYZ. Na fe web PMO YouTube so XYZ broadcasting. Unya bo remo pe obenu sampa inside politics jumedi etwegu live and colored na fe wabo modern na adwinkyire bia beba otirim no waje bre na wo de ato ho boko de amaye wo mere pem no ye beje bre na akenkan e de amawo miri ade NK Obrempong me da se so ama ho kwan se enawie nso memmo wura ofie memmo wura wo office memmo wura wo car mu na baby biara ye betimi adi sa jumedi ebom ye de ebom nyankopon enhyira wa mempene da ye se ye nkomodie na se a Ghana successfully concluded IMF a standard credit facility program under the MPP abai omanyi ekoye na womukwaje se woman Ghana sikasem entoye woman Ghana sikasem atetia pro apansam eti se IMF fo woma momoden na woma man sika woman no ebeto fom ebehye hwinim ni sika yede yahwe Anuchi, the former president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Kufuado, together with the former vice president, Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, and the former finance minister, Ken Nana Oforiata, Sabre Wanyoma Imuno, Emma Ghana Soko IMF, Ekwaji, a bailout of $3 billion, se wamo de babebu o mayin ho bra, sa nye sadia, ene na wo man no sika bia ni ba bia wo betimi anya bi kura de ayakohoma efise na o man na tete aprapansam ene de ya me ne wo de ka sei NDC aban abrei so 2026 IMF program no aba na wie successfully our man Ghana eba bede ne ho o man Ghana eba be fa ne ntema pa bi de afura na fe yen yankasa kwan ya ye pese ye fa so ne ya de kyekere wo man no yetimi aye ne sa pepepe na mum enye se ebra ne ye wo IMF ase eti under the IMF wo behwa abri bia kura aban ne pese ofa ebia police fo ofa soldier fo ofa immigration ofa prisons and now say any other security agencies ofa nurses wofa eye teachers just midwives nyina no abri bia no e wo say IMF for conditionalities bia no mo de agu kwa mu ntino aban ne ntimi mfa dodo nti Ghana nyina obehwe yesio security kura no enipa dodo apply nyina no 5,000 penny ebetimi afa yes because yaka kire IMF say ye ni sika ye de bobra enti conditionalities ni bi ni say abri bia ye be yesa major recruitment no I was say young shut the number of people are you bet me for as a country. It is Sabre here under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama any NDC aban one more bet na say na one more bomb modern na fei Sabre yetimi free IMF numuno. What is going to be the impact? Ade ni eba be hunu abano eba be bia ni ememu se be ye atichafo a wo matena fiache anesesifo a wo matena fiache wo mo airport security mu kwan no eka me enka Obrempong ko anka bia next year say ni ye first security services a na ye fa be ye 50,000 because ye here police for bebre pa ye here soldiers for bebre pa ye here fire service for bebre pa ye here prisons ye here immigration ye here customs a wo mo betimi aye adwuma de aboa na wo man na afa no ntema pa bi de afra enti IMF asesi wo man ga na afri mu wo bra na dan kwakufo ado Alhaji Bawumia Ken Oforiata ebo mode pia ye tikode ye nwura mu kwaji $3 billion and no 6 months 4 months bia no na IMF ato be ye $360 million no de aba wo de bedua omo be ma fofra wo so be ye review no mo hwe se ampa wo se woni sika ne yade ma wo no udin sisa ya yade ma wo no so eno ka obi na conditionalities ahodo begu wo man Ghana so a bit to say adjusting our utility tariffs yensuo yenkania aye isu ofie no every quarter of the year 3 months bia no under the IMF program na we say ye adjustment sabaye no man ni betimi anya sika no de abobra ti obi ti fie na ye to light mu was oh na den na His Excellency John Mahama ba ye na kakra na to light mu na me pa cho ni nyina ye nsese ya na ka IMF MPP di yanko aye no to adjust our utility tariffs wonsu a uyusu ane wonkane a uyusu na ka ho ana ne tutumu ba basa sa no. So what is now going to be the impact? Again, ye ba behunu. Se see our mind Ghana every muno and oshe modern bar the NDC government led by His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama woma bebonwa. Now yen hwe ade bi wa ha. Ghana public debt Bank of Ghana ayi bi awode aba yen hwe wa hanom na fe yen to adwumadi no so. Ye hwe public debt 2017 2025 before His Excellency the former president Nana Dankwa-Akufo-Addo, Alhaji Bawumia and Ken Nanaya Oforiata womu free abemu no na Ghana public debt na da sen na womu ba abemu 2017 no na Ghana public debt na da sen in 2017 before ansana Nana Dankwa-Akufo-Addo eba beye mampani no na a free Kwame Nkrumah mreso from 1957 abapem 2016 amampani fo ahodo anoma babedo so nyina Kwame Nkrumah John Rawlings Kufuor wan Atta Mills John Dramani Mahama ani amampani fo ahodo na ediso ni nyina no from 1957 abapem 2016-17 and His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama AC form on the first term no na Ghana public debt nyina ye 120 billion Ghana cedis me ba cho tie ha ne ye mame ye tirem a kire o amanyoku a wo mo bom man a said ye be ya obetimi ase in 2017 before Nana Dankwa-Akufo-Addo etina akonwa so se Ghana mampani na wo man yi eka wo man Ghana de nyina amampani fo abeli su nyina na ye 120 billion Ghana cedis ana Nana Dankwa-Akufo-Addo afro benya before afro benya no na the vice president Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia wakeka na dan kra no man na wo se ye bobesia kra ye dade de hia ne se ye road toll so kakakra no se ye de toll booth sisi so ne ye toll roads no a ye benya sika de aboman ne ho bra wo bre kwa ye nko bobesia ye nhwe de asi from 2017 up to 2025. And another Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the former president of the Republic of Ghana, and Alhaji Bawumia no be the vice. And Ken Nana Oforiata no ye former your friend saying finance minister. Yen trade ye see ye. Sika saying Anna womo besia saying Anna MPP for the 8 years per ebebo ye. Compared to from 1957 to 2016. Anna Ghana public debt aye 120 billion no. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Alhaji Bawumia, Ken Nana Oforiata, enkwa yusu 8 years. Besia over 600 billion Ghana cedis. Yes. Wuka A. Woyama Sew. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Alhaji Bawumia, Ken Nana Oforiata, at the 8 years. Besia over 600 billion Ghana cedis. Ewo kromo ya. Wamu ye ansuwa. Wamu je nkwakura. Esika enemre wasika diye. Wamu de levy ebeto yen so. Wamu de betting tax ebeto yen so. Wamu de COVID yadie kodie wuo. Eba ise eba beku yen no. Na Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Alhaji Bawumia, Ken Oforiata, ade hu levy to yen so ma ye tuai. Last year, yeah, and a president of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, ne bossa was say waba wobayi COVID-19 levy the free one, what did so not one will you the free one. Say Sabre dear, yen tia COVID levy bio. Uko did ya COVID levy ni aje. Ura your friend say washing bay COVID levy ni aje. Pharmacy COVID levy ni aje. Baby biara na obefa na obeura na COVID levy baby biara na Dankwa Akufo-Addo ani Alhaji Bawumia na omoje baby na oman bia ebo besia centenary bond kuyu bond leken bond until for South Korea Japan of course China Krobia Bangladesh Vietnam. Kase adese na Dankwa Akufo-Addo ni Alhaji Bawumia one man te say ahanum ye bo besia no madu what did that enti ansa na wo mu free so no and within 8 years no ma bo besia esene Ghana mpanifo a amampanifo abedu suru nyina over 5 times public debt na that 2016-17 and so enai wo bisa o me say sika no kra dey pa potin amode ye wo krom ha obi anya bibia mfa ne san kire so yanhwe Bank of Ghana asem ode betu dwa no na fe yanto adwumadie no so mfema wo maka kire wo abiribia no yade no kura no yade figures no yade facts no ebeba betu ama se Ghana ni na abiribia no de oman ne ko no wate ase yantimi nya oman ne bone bio yantimi nto so sei yeyan bo ne ya bere a sei yeyan and yetimi atena sa precious we ase a hwe mofra na eba no hwe o mana wo no mo ba no se wo hwe bra wa bre e wo man yi mu enam amamwom boni bi a betwetwa mu kwa o man wo betimi a survive sa amamwo boni ni bi mu ana enti si ye bia sansem we so kire wo a efri anade ye kro no se wo kwoto aba wo be kai wo tirim se aban ben na ba ya wo bagi sika hodo a wan fanya hwe na aban ben ana oba wo bo man Ghana Bank of Ghana ana de statistics ya tuga o se Ghana's public debt fell by 85.7 billion Ghana cedis in 2025 dropping from 726.7 billion Ghana cedis. And sana na Dankwa Akufo-Addo ani Alhaji Bawumia ebe free adidie so 2025 no na public debt 2017 on be 120 billion no na akodu 726.7 billion. And na make a choice say the 8 years, one the 8 years, about over 600 billion Ghana cedis with nothing to show. Yan also now under the NDC 2025 NDC abine by Ghana public debt reduced by 85.7 billion Ghana cedis. Umba on some year. One trade ya pese ya chere na se wahu. And this ya buying. One fa can be meka hu yo. One kobo besia bi amai. Almost a year and a half near. Nanso Ghana public debt and another dan kwaku fado. Alaji Baumia, Kano for yata, what Ghana in America. Wamu di jaya no. Mene wo de ka say a reduce by 85.7 billion Ghana cedis. Eti Ghana public debt and another kwaku fado jaho last year 2025 no. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Any NDC abai ba ye. One more so your friend say $85.7 billion no. Now Ghana public debt na say abedu 641 billion Ghana cedis. Aswati. Why ni abayin? Why ni mampani? Why ani ye hweswa ye beka se ye wo mampani? Why ni ye hweswa ye beka se ye wo abayin? A wo dwene wo man ne ho. 8 years and another Kwakufado. I am asking any communicator, any member of the MPP say Ghana public debt say reduce 1 Ghana cedi kro efisi ochinako on for document in the Metro Abontin. Under John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, and the NDC government, Ghana's public debt within a year are falling by 11% and over. Ya catch say jai MPP amanyo ko di HDA. I say ahanom de ayenim say NDC for na wo ho enti anu anti no obeka de am NDC asem wo ya ma kire wase yi de na pesa wo nti bio na wo no say amanyo ko no fo no bi ya mambofo enya amanyo ko bia say MPP amanyo ko no ya mambofo wo mo ndwene wo man ne ho se woba nia obedi de one ne nafufuo bedi de one ne yire de one ne busuafo bedi eno ne ade ahuhia wom enti omo be fa wo man ne nsase won be for man ne japade won be tonton state properties said yanka 2024 November and won ton Tema oil refinery at a price of $22 million under Nana Kufuado, Alaji Baumia and Ken Nana Oforiata. Almost. And then under Edmond Combat as the MD of Tema Oil Refinery. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama who said Edmond Combat Timu Bob Bill Etienne Fanning Ko Enquatina To no one year Juma 2025 on Kwa Tema Oil Refinery generated a revenue of over $21 million. Almost the same price anka MPP are buying a person turn outright. Amanyo kuobe na odi achiri. Amanyo kuobe ana odo ho ato so. Eye wo hwan ye wo hwehwe nti. Ana wo di sa asem na chi. Anase ampari ampani ni ani ampa wo dwene wo man Ghana ho. MPP nya amanyo kuo. Ai betimi abo o man Ghana. Enke Obrempong meka sa no kro ya kire kopem tam ewiase beba na wiye. Na da bia so meka kire o se wo a wo ba pre ho Ghana ni akoto abama MPP animanim ya se wo to abama ne de na bapa wa bio no o man mu nsuo mfa nchaw wo man mu nsase mfa nchaw wo mu adi wo mu moja aje wo man Ghana de si ho wo mu mfa nchaw da every say wo mu ya mambofo MPP mboa o man yida o your free SHS and anan dan kwaku father say wono no de ba ye yemfa ne saa 8 years hwe suku basa bia na dan kwaku father e ma ye nyaye hwe SHS aye be nyaye me school am koi say when sua de na ye promotion here near the red pen to list no mu say ukofre hwan ba bo wa feli na dan kwaku father say o de free SHS aba ye feli obi abio obi anko school no manya nimde hwe last year ye be hwe nkola no so no ma tronso ye pa hwe feli o mfeli ye double track ko green aso yellow bra Ready call sa Jacola beko school 1 month no obetena fie 3 months. Enuane fun, enuane boni, gari ni nsuo. Na nadu da kwa for the free SHS. Eye gari ani nsuo. Eye kokwa sugar anka ho. Eye banku aye te se buo. Ana na mo frani di. And then His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama. One NDC aban, one ma se Ghana for boss say enkope me 2027 be ko na wie ye no. Double track ebeba na wie ye. Umba onsam ye. Enkodu 2027 no. Double tracker ebe say eye SHS na nada kwaku for so obeye ni free. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kwame Abebio a odi kan was say under his leadership by 2027 ending na double track atwam wo man Ghana ha. Eti said ye nyina ye ko school 3-4 months ni abafie ni ye nyina baji ahome ni ye san ko no eno ana His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kwame Abebio a odi kan was say ye be say go back to that old system. Sa time na unya mre di sua de oye boda uye de ye nyina ye ko ne pe. Okay eti yankonkwo hwe IMF eye jumede ya ba na wie the finance minister Dr. Kasiel Atoba Forson time one na womodi omonsa ehhye sa agreement yase no ya hwemra ye ba ye ntwa jumede ni suma
with a positive outlook. And since then, we've seen almost 5 notches upgrade since our terrible times of restrictive default. This reflects improved fiscal performance, normalization of creditors' relationships, strong external buffers, and renewed market confidence. Our gross international reserves has also improved significantly to about 14.5 billion US dollars. Never assume that we are going to go to the capital market for any form of financing. So it is off the table, at least for this year. In the medium term, it will depend on what the government seeks to do. But I can assure you that we are not in a hurry to go back to the capital market. The energy sector risk, the IMF will answer that. And then the issues on bailout that you just raised. Yes, PCI, as I said, is not a bailout. And so what we seek to do is to make sure that whatever we do today is sustainable so that we don't go back to the good old bad days where we get to a situation that we have to go to the IMF. And so for this reason why we are putting in place measures so that we don't get to where we have to go for a bailout. We believe that we do not have a need to go for a bailout currently, but it doesn't mean we should lower our guard. It means that we don't have to be complacent. We need to work more harder, and we need to sustain the gains of economic stability to be able to attract private investment into our country and be able to build on it for sustainable growth that will benefit particularly youth unemployment. And so these are some of the things that we are putting in place. So bailout is out of the equation. But let me also make this point. And when I was a deputy minister here under Minister Tepe, he has often said that as for indiscipline, there's always a price for indiscipline. So you can, for example, today come out of an IMF program. And if you come out of an IMF program and you decide to be indisciplined for 1 year, it may be enough justification to go back after the following year. And so I believe in it. Clearly, indiscipline is what has landed Ghana on a number of bailout programs, because largely we deplete our reserves so fast, and we enjoy the benefits of consolidation so quickly, and in the end, we go back to where we don't have to be. But what we seek to do going forward is to build on the momentum that this ECF has created for all of us and sustain it for a very long time so that the country can benefit from it. And that's all what we are seeking to do. Thank you.
Dr. Cassiel Atoforsen, Finance Minister of the Republic of Ghana, and our tenenka. Na IMF Jumedie ya sabri eba na wie ye. Na o man Ghana ade ne ho yen sikam yen bibia ebeye mu no ana sabri na enkomo no ekoso na fe enseseye biara a wo mo aye se beye na the successful conclusion of the external credit facility Ghana kwaje wo IMF for 3 years aba na wie ye no na fe bibi biara eba be hye wo man Ghana mu a amemu onie. This is a finance minister. Amemu ye ka amemu a enu bi na wo hunu no. Dr. Kasiela to Forsen. O man photo samfo, o man sika a ono ehwe so. Kwan ya wo mo fa boa. Ye kwan ya wo mo fa so na o man sika public debt da ho esoti 85.7 billion Ghana cedis last year. This year, minim some the figure na be san ba bio. The asanya tie free so nemum entese na nadanko kufuado ni Alhaji Baumia 8 years na every year the public debt of this country kept increasing. Abiribia na masoro, abiribia na ginasoro, amemwo papanie. Abusa entu ankomodie no so mpema na fei yantu adwumadie no so. Beye na wotwe ni akiremu ene bosumi ni. So obahwa the opposition MPP ene nkrofo ewo mu abribia hate speech wobati o manokasa most of them enya tem no mu didi a no more threatening judges no more threatening police for no obi biara o benya no o mampani no mu dina tem kan semwo enim di guni hu fi and security agencies so omo ye o majuma see security agencies say what Ghana nyina me chobia from the Ghana Police Service from BNI Iyoko obia mu nyina mitiamo mo bo adwuma obia ni won so betibidi enwunwuna bi asemu dabi you are supposed to secure us na amamboyefo aboneyefo wo mo empe o mani yie ne de mo machi wo mo de o ma famra kwan so enti obia nso ni wo betimi ehunahuna mo monkoso na monfa no kradie monfa pepepe yo anya o majuma. Now the former vice president of the Republic of Ghana akopiem Legon any a student has be student leaders ni bi akwa shia ni nsemo akoka nyane se intimidation ekoso arrest ekoso any kwanya the security agencies ade MPP fuo bi efa so ewo wo nsemo a wo mo ka kakra bi no eno na nya de bebo party ni hunda na emom wo mo be gina mo nan so sa manyokuo na afedi ewo so mo ye bia no wo maye me pese ye nkonkohwe Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia flag bearer of the MPP wo bra na wo di sankomo e wo Legon mra ye ba ejabeto.
He will take the debate, the ideas to the country, and we will make our case. We are, however, saying that we will not be intimidated. You can arrest all of us. We will come back and make it our case to the people of Ghana. And so I want all of you to come together as we are doing to make sure that in 2028, MPP comes back. 2028, inshallah, it is going to happen in 2028. It is possible. It is
Masemu adebia maka na mekoso aka na madi aka wo se Ghana ni before kra mewura Baumia mu ene ne MPP nsem na me say the biggest and the most regrettable mistake any Ghanaian can ever do ene so beto abade ama Baumia any MPP amanyoko ebiem. I will repeat it. The biggest and the most regrettable mistake any Ghanaian can ever make in your lifetime is to vote for Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia and the entire MPP party. ye ba be bisa Bawumia nsem bi sa wo ye MPP ni a wo ye Ghana ni a me be say ye nyina ye mmom misa Bawumia say asemu abronye etina ni TV so ekeka de kire adenta judge no Bawumia ofo so ana. One question. Omampani John Dramani Mahama, the communications minister, Honorable Sam George, and Felix Kwachefosu, minister in charge of government communications. Pictures are Abranche ya wo Baba Mando, Blue Regional Communications Officer, Edima MPP Amanyo Kono, Baba Mando, Omampani in penny 4 pictures of fire or the LGBTQ plus colors addressing one. Ade wig shisha wo me say mano me bacho Ghana for me say Bawumia ma me say ofo so ana me bacho wo tie me David Esando the Aguna West organizer of the MPP woni krom okosi billboard kase ade Omampani John Dramani Mahama mfoni to so na wotro ase Dumso is back Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia wo fo so ana. We want to know so that we can keep these records for the future. Sanye meyi Alhaji Bawumia fuaso ana anka openi a wadi mampani abedi akire a wabe statesman anka sabre yi a wo party members yes sanye menhunu yi eka sa ensem potoyi edi sa dwumadie ya emfa sumdwe emfa kan kro emfa kan enkabo mu ma no anka wo ba be kasa no wo be kasa kire abronye wo be kasa kire David Sando wo be kasa kire Baba Amando wo be kasa kire TikTokers MPP TikTokers a se wo mu kasa e dia kire wo Omampani John Dramani Mahama sabi wo be kasa wo ni o ma kiri ba na e kasa anka Bawumia anka Ube kasa se dabi mamo meye nye niema sa mumma ye mfa no kura nya adwuma mumma ye kasa honte na Ghana fonse nya gidie bi woyemu Bawumia de wo ye de 2028 wanya 20% unya o said de wo dan wo di kire Ghana fo yi your posture and what you are exhibiting to the people of Ghana. Say ya anibie ashita na youth bia anibie na already and understanding governance so well. Bawumia dia wo ye wan hwe ne ya 2020 2028 20% unya market anywhere because there is excellency the president John Dramani Mahama warrior who big push project awadiaba so free primary health care awadiaba so the Ghana medical transplant awadiaba I know ye Mahama care so free tertiary for persons living with disability so free first year for a friend say university student so niema wa ye 24-hour market so farmer service centers ahodo so irrigation ahodo honorable Dr. Eric Opoku food and agric minister womu eye wo krom ho a Bawumia 2028 one hwa wonya 20% o anka wo ba beka say as a former vice president as a statesman anka wo ba bejojo wo nkrofo akoma na ya hunu say oh dabi papa no bibi kakra woni tirim but se wo ka kire me say Bawumia o for David Sando so o for Baba Amando so o for Abronya so o for these TikTokers a wo mu dem panifo atam wi they will run back to Bawumia na Bawumia hagi wom oh well done Mr. Santi videos mu benya Bawumia videos a all hagi political hwan ne nkrofo no mo TikTok a wo mu bedi atam a na Bawumia hagi wom. You are doing well. Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia. Ejuma ebe no okrom ha no. 2027, 2028. Me say one hwe year 20% wunya. Because wo ya dan wodi ma ya hunu se ampaniampa ne nuaneampa bibi biara de wo tiri mu fa amamu hu wonti amamu ase na wombu Ghana for we be head of the economic management team for 8 years over $5 3 cedi 80 pesos 4 cedi to the dollar so now be far no who the could do 17 Ghana cedis who free sukra 14 point something 1 year as an economist baumia uba abemu abeye vice president. That was the reason why MPP gave you the chance to be the vice president of Akufo-Addo, but you failed. Poto. You came in as an economist when you were exiting power. You were a digital man. I am challenging any presenter, any host. Say one for Baomiantina TV. So no missing about digitalization. As an economist in Po, Ghana economy. From B minus MPP for the Ghana economy equal to junk status. I don't think I want to be do baby. I might be anyone of person Ghana be you. And the empire levy and you Ghana for near new Musika by force. One the levy by and fat to try who cake the year. COVID the buy, betting tax buy, just be a no betting me a no more discovery Ghana for. Bamiani and PPA. One year some Ghana so called IMF. Akwaji a bailout of $3 billion. No masato to niamam uko port kwa yu ka untimi ntua ufko yu niama te say awon yirawo no be esu okromo as an economist. And wonu wumpo ye wani wu ye under you ani yema $11.9 million. Say ye de koye Paulugu Dam e oba omia krom wonu anu krom Paulugu Dam. I am daring any MPP member say after allocating $11.9 million according to the Auditor General's report to build the Paulugu multipurpose dam, you know, I am daring any MPP member to go to Paulugu. Take a video of the Paulugu multipurpose dam and show Ghanaians say $11.9 million. Paulugu dam feasibility studies here. This is Baumia under you. And among almost $100 million. At 2 amna rate, wabra mububu judges dan 11. Mububu Malian ambassador. Mububu wamaye japadia kesie ewa rate. Musandi wamaye Ghana sika ko Israel eko tobo. Anda Baumia. Anda another kwa Akufo-Addo. Anda Baumia na police for ebu Bridgetotu. Anda Baumia. Bridgetotu the broadcast journalist. Police for Bruno. Amene de kasai. Court assess the Ghana Police Service should pay Bridgetotu 150,000 Ghana cedis. It is kind of 1.5 billion. And Baumia, he was the chair for the police council as vice president. At the end of Baumia kafa home. And Baumia de yadini pa fasu okromwa. At the end of Kalifa home. I think sabre ya wasi any opportunity no anka wukasa ene woni ya nyina no edanso na so hwensem aguso keka fa so otrim say ye mu bi yete wode ma Ghana yete wode ma nokre yete wode ma sade asem ne tie and every this time ekopim 2028 wo carry abe ending wo politics mu we are for you I was saying ko victory garlic Mr. for so ye femra enu am wo kwan ye fa so asayare wa hodo but modern na jibre hwe bi na tie wodi o makoto bi na bebo awo yenkom na enjoy medine so
enua victory garlic mixture na wati ni dinatiatia tin say na edro ni tie na no pasem ne say edro we adwuma ye titru pa ne say ebeboa ananna ne srade e wo ni padua ni muntin mu ama ohu atọ kura de dika obabi wo ho a okonfikyire a ema edro a wo hia ye victory garlic mixture ebi kura wo bɛkɔ a ɛwie wa nsa na ba ɛyɛ victory ɛna wuhia wunya victory no ma na busumi biara wobɛnya ofikyiri akɔ a ɛmpa ho koraa ɛno de akyi a obi wɔ hɔ a ne ti ne tɛ dwa no obi wɔ hɔ yɛ adwuma kakra bi ano abrɛ na nakoma bɔ ne pɛrepɛre ne nyinaa yɛ mogya a ɛntumi mfa akoma no mu nkɔ adwene mu ɛno na ɛkɔfa saa de ne ba ɔdɔfoɔ mesrɛ wo sɛ ɔwɔ hɔ na wo nsɛm taa adwew ebi a wo nsa no sei anaa wo nam no mu na esi fam no koraa ɛwew anaa ayɛ tofo sɛdeɛ yɛde fam ato wo mpaboa mu a ɛyɛ victory ɛna mekamfo ama wo wonum victory a saa noma a yɛbobɔ so nyinaa no ɛbɛgyae deɛ ɔtɔ hɔ anadwo a wontini na wohia victory ɛmframa nyankopɔn de ama yɛn sɛ yɛnhome wo deɛ wohome a na wotee so ɔɔbrɛ a ɛyɛ victory ɛna ɛbɛtumi aboa wo yɛwɔ obi wɔ so a wɔwɔ hɔ a na nneɛma ahye no a obiara na ne ka obiara nyɛ no hwee obi wɔ so a n'akoma bɔ ne pɛrepɛrepɛre ne nyinaa mogya ne ntumi nni afusa ne yɛ wɔ nipadua no ɛduru awunya yɛ victory garlic mixture deɛ watwa bra yɛ a bi a yɛ anaasɛ nkokɔdua ne nam no ho na woyɛ ne basabasabasa ɛyɛ victory ɛna mekamfo wonya victory binom a ɛbɛboa wo sɛ doctor de wato aduro so sɛne a wobɛtumi anom victory no aka waduro ho wo nyinaa ne sɛ waduro no na abɛnom a meeti aduasa na wanom wei so na abɛnom a na wanom victory no so akyi meeti aduasa woyɛ ne sɛ a biribiara bɛyɛ kama ama wo sɛ wo nan ase taataa woyɛ agya ho adwuma a mesrɛ wo aduro a mekamfo ama wo ayɛ victory garlic mixture mesrɛ wo nipa no bia adanse a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛfa wo ma adanse na tie na sɛ wo so kɔtɔ a wobɛnya saa adanse korɔ no a
ntwe mi nyini mi mpedwan mi ntumi ni di mi yare so man e ko be 12 years ni man nu nduro mo jeduro 5 minutes de trim matutu ana say na me TV hu ntumi na me hwe ne mu say mo tan dro bi asi victory herba victory garlic mixture ne me mtoduro sa ba moduro no asa moduro no eye papa ntumi ni di o me din sa no me di afi bi no se didi ya na afi insan afi bi no mtumi didi bi afi mi di ma edubone sa bi semi eno so no mtumi didi eno so mi be mu sa afi de eno so be du bi no mtumi didi bi afi mi hu de me nya me won bi ti edo no kan wo TV so a na me kutu bi ni me edo no anopa eni awiane anwumre no ande no si afi mi ampara mi no adbibi am mtumi didi mi si afi na tola tam ko ye black masa modro no die edoni ye na nyame nhira mo
ajime pa me problem ye menstrual pains nda ne kakra o so timi me nya me menses no bosom ni ma me bre pa me brankasa me timi to tondro no na ne se man ti se yesi ye bidro ha na makoto ba bia me we timi fa ka ekọ obi kru so ekoto bidro me timi no abi tese na victory ni dey in fact I don't know minim die wo mu die me ko tobi me tie advert no TV so sada na me so anwunwe na me ko toye na dana me say ade yi to me padi mu no mo ja tropa yi to me padi no ti me twa to me phone no so kura say ha adwene a anka me de betum aka ho na mo ahye te say so wa hwe ye kwa baka se na bia me ya bo hye na me no maduro bi te se efi sada na yi sa moja toa no to me padem no me nya meze se no maduro e ma me hu sa emoja se bi like say kwoti te se ni gina flow kama to victory tie mentimi enja ento ho te to de bia na mo ba abaso mo me so abaso na eduro ne me di hu adanse
obi si me de cholesterol sa de bone e na aba mi nipadua ma be dia tenase waduro ye victory garlic mixture se wunya victory ni no ma cholesterol no se ne nani e density bia no victory be yi ni nyina afi nipadua no odofo wo pedia to anama ne 024 2545 633 024 2545 633 and 020 129 3280 020 129 3280 a victory mkunimdie ne de brem
Every human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Sam Akwaba about TV XYZ and afi Power 97.9 FM. Oko Facebook wa yo at Power 97.9 FM TV XYZ. Name mobile modern eko PM YouTube aye XYZ broadcaster na afi Inside Politics Jumedie aye de somo. O my Ghana mu nsem ahodo a sene fata se onso timiti ase ye de ema wo no. Uhwe bia adwenkyire bia beba otrim gyato ho wo mrepem no ye be kenkan wo Jumedie so na fe yede amount midin de enke Obrempong nyankopon enhyira wa mempere da ye nyina ye nkyekere wo man a ye pe se beye na enije ahoto asetena pa ye hwehwe no abere bia ye nsaka ye to dwumade no so de amount de a abere bia ubehunu se eja wo mu ha no ensuo a etimidum se eja no pe H natural mineral water busia enuane nura hodo biara wo hwehwe wo nsuom se beye na wonom wapom din besi piasita X natural mineral water na se nsuo ewom nti eyema wo ba eyema wo yere eyema wo ne abusuan mu ni nyina ebia na wo pese wo ye yie pese wo ye wedding wo ye engagement wo ye dwumadie bia nipa hodo ebase mesrew bo moden na fe use X natural mineral water for serve obi biara ni ho obeba wo ma ni nsuo ni bia obeka se nsuo yi de me dase pass wo ma me super no wanom ti hye nso se wo melcom na wo minimart bi eben wa ubenya X natural mineral water ne bi atonemum ebia na ne ayeda di kan a ebia wo te sa enkaiboi na wo pebi atu na wo de go shop no aton for numbers yi omo beje so no mama X natural mineral water ne bi ato number betimi afre sorry 0596273546 0596273546 and 0596273547 0596273547 na fe X natural mineral water for anywhere dinkita hundie na wamama insuo no dodo na ato na nso age ho fa so ede agu botom e be to adwumadi no so na me wo birthday bi wa ha mame entim fem free ho na fe yen to adwumadi no so a wonderful happy birthday to Pastor Silvanus Ajete Soa. Ono no headmaster of Osu Presbyterian Preparatory School. Wonderful happy birthday to you, Pastor Silvanus Ajete Soa, headmaster of Osu Presbyterian Preparatory School. Nyankopon onhira na onyo kese no wonkan ho na impact bia obetimi make wo mofrey abrabom se beye no mo benyini abɛyɛ panyini party sɛ wo wɔn bɛnyini na ebi abɛyɛ amanpanifo ebi abɛyɛ MPs apapa a wɔn de adwene mu da hɔ bɛba bɛsom wɔ man no wɔ man Ghana fa ne ntɛm apɛ de efra pastor Nyankopɔn onhyira o yie paa bisɛ ɛtɔ dwumadi no so de amount de a na weyɛ miami former boss yes me ba XYZ broadcasting na Mugabe Masi the capacity man commander of the 900 million angels ɔgye me so na ɔsɛ ei abrante mate wonka eje kita no ano ɔden dodo ɔsɔ me nsa na ɔde me kɔma papa yi a wɔda TV yi so yi yɛfrɛ no Prince Kwame Menka ɔno na yɛ former host edema job ase morning show a ɛno ɛwɔ power 97.9 FM and afa TV SYZ na da Mugabe Masi the capacity man ɛde share Prince Kwame Menka nsa no se Kwame ji abrante we na de aka nyina wo de wani behu sada no ne yɛ weekend 2024 asem na me kan ye be ko weekend Kwame say oh welcome ye be ye adwuma wate ye ko weekend Friday Saturday abrante pa masoma dwome ma pe ba bi kura tena me ne me nanfofo ye didi nkomo be ye 4 PM ho ehwa na me hu se call ba Prince Kwame Menka frɛ me ana me pick boss or say Obrempong to say me say yeah or say choir research effort 2016 and 2020 about one ho e Greater Accra Ashanti and Eastern region yes our research nyame yadoma wo kina no pa Monday about 8 AM pe tonton sansan obey presentation that was my first time on television papa I can't say me pe na kwa menka o ka take on wan kira hwemu ankyira mi bio na me say ei etia ne baabi a na me tia na mani age nyina ti mani so mirika na me ko she fie boko me ko she fie na me share me research ase ekeka bibia bo wan fra me bio adechi Monday wa kire me baabi a me wi a me fenko no mo nye graphics ma me say de be ya adechi a metimi dey presentation no adechi Monday me sia na homachi wa adwuma first question obi say me sia na kra wanye so why adwuma na me de ma no na me say I was good exactly 8 AM na edaso ewo TVS wa jet ne Power FM de me pese me kan nyina ne say Prince Kwame Menka Nyankopɔn onhyira no onye okese wo kan ho bi na me ba adwuma mu mani giye wo kan ho bi and he doesn't take excuses there be Kwame nim say yade we or the excuse bro and I will command excuse he will never accept it and yade ba kwa wo de adua me mu a baby biara Kwame a mehia wo de meka ne say Nyankopɔn wo nhira wo ene dai ana afe ya wodi emfie aduanan afe na wiase no enema kese eba bebie no de ama wo baby a wo wo sese yi wo ba be pagya akosoro asenesa every say Nyankopɔn eka ho a wonderful happy birthday going out to you Prince Kwame Menka the former host Adema job was a morning show Power FM TV SYZ now the media relations officer Edema the Ghana Gold Board a wokɔ hɔ nso a adwuma wo bɔ hɔ no ɛnya de keto akra nti commander Nyankopɔn wonhyira no nka ho mepon a yebedi nkomo abisa ye tɔgye media no so de ama wa ha na Dr. Agbozo wono ne mra ne ba ko ne se be matiase a ne be manwu wa ba studio ne bo modi na yi waso especially mema no awarefo no doctor wa ha wode nsam ne nyina ba be gunsane ani wodie wo mu pe ye wi afre doctor de aka nyina wode be ka ho doc akwaba
abanyi meje so
na ho te sai
se udina
Obrempong
yes exactly
sa pepepe yesi ayache
Nyankopɔn adom yɛte ase adwuma no saa na ɛteɛ
okay
na maame ni kan chia wahwɛfo Nyankopɔn hyira wadwuma pa
medase
o yama ɔman Ghana yɛso yɛni agye papa
medase
na me ame boss Mugabe baby obi anso no me chia no
capacity
na Agbozo Herbal Clinic yɛ veteran sisi ya na ye motor na papa na kan no man has an expiring date bema ngu ya ne bema engu na se ubema ebewu na ubema ntumi nye adwuma na efiniama bi ena ma ne basa na de bia me ka se ama me ni wanse ana efiyade ne answer ne beba mema sem so no season ni weather ya be ye ade bi time particular me fan say sisiana treat low sperm counter day papa because weather ni say no onyim oba ana sperm no say num low sperm counter dry ana production is very swift what you see enti mame chance yem feel low sperm count de bia meka awade mu animonyam ana yen sheda emisa ska bebre na mmom no se o ware oba wia abusunya ta abisa eba enti se o ware pe expectation a obi a onimu ehwe ne se ne ba ewahi oye be ma na utie me na 7 predu asamwa ware na awo into me ma agbozo hebag Dr. Agbozo metui nyankopon na de ba ma na mmom no wonu an we hira haban a onum na oyusu a etimi ma oyu owo eba onyankopon be na me yeso ama ba nti se wo hwe me na mo ya warefo na sebi ebia mo ware na eba into me ma eba is very difficult ede amamu a mo chini a eba no to me ma mo na Agbozo hebag clinic Dr. Agbozo metui mo ba wo ba kama da so twedi ampo nyankopon edi monyam omo enam yeso omo awo ba low key edos bibri it is low sperm count asem na make me starting from low sperm count and infertility we oba na se wo so o hweme na unukunu mo aware eba no to me ma mo mienu mu to anomo emra Agbozo hebag clinic eba no asem no eya na me hia awarefo no me hia spouse ni nyina because se wo ba ye wo machines aye de test na wo de bia me ka se nyini pa ba ko na wo titimmu no na ya na ye ka se oba enwo na ma me ka asem wo wa de ntia me hia mu mienum scientifically no oba enwo eye be ma na ewo be ma no produce sperm no na ko oba no na kodane ba na oba na hwe so yinti sisi ano sa awo no emma eya na eta gina ye mema no so bebri eche ma no enti se ubo low sperm count mo ware na awo no ntumi matimi ye we awo asem na meka muntu anam emra clinic wo me ho won kran kwashiman mi ben kwashiman na himfiro no ba bia wo bia je so ba me clinic awo ho asem na meka timi ye enti se ebia mo ye test da na ye se be ma no low sperm count Pepa chow oba 3 weeks to 1 month no ye mo wedro ma no ma sperm count and multiply wo de ka o yire asa o yire ni problem bia obenye nhyia ma eti wo ba ono yire ni nyina mo ba ye hono ma ye scan e de lab test ye be ya ma na ya hwe ma bia problem ni fit ni e di edro na kan say ye wo be ma no e na wo sperm no e wo form wo semen level ye poor liquefying time na other things e ka ho ni nya ye ma wadu ma onum na a boost sa na mani nyina within 3 weeks 1 month no obanye mo yire am obi hu say yes unso ye ka be ma wo ka ho bi it is a low sperm count wa me pa cho bra Agbozo hebag clinic listen to me low sperm count who can me anu bomu a infertility both male and females etia no ne hia mum yenu nyina both parties ye hia ni pa ba ko it is a low sperm count unto say bia makwa test na oba no won report na oba ma no ne aka kire say problem ne yewo obetumi aba but se munye test ni bida na mo pawo ho adwuma ana mo pese mu di aho yi a munyina mo mra Agbozo hebag clinic ya wa akra kwashima na ye ben kwashima na hemfe ne tie awo ho adwuma na meye no wo de beba me a metu me nchen wo kwashima me ben kwashima Chiefs Palace no eho na me di awo ho asem it low sperm count ubetumi afrɛ me 0241 75 0282 Agbozo hebag clinic ubefrɛ me 0241 75 0282 ɛna yade ba ku bi etese diabetes how ama obema yemre o de beba me nchen high blood pressure ama obema yemre o de beba me nchen ɛna wa bubukura ama they say stroke bia yade bi sa ama obema bia dwudwu onsawu onan ewu untumi nante gbobubu egu ono ma me pa achew se wanka sampu untumi ma soma onkrofo bra me nchen ɛwɔ kwashima me ben kwashima na hemfie no mo a mabubu a mo adwudwo a montumi ɛnante mepa acho yɛbɛsa wo yadeɛ no a yɛka ho asɛm no sɛ wowɔ bi anaa sɛ wo bi a de ɛyɛ wo no ma de korabra wo ba nso no pɛ test ahodoɔ bi a yɛbɛyɛ ama wo mepa acho frɛ mo 0241 75 0282 0241 75 0282 Yakobo ya adoma ɔkyena yɛ Saturday yɛhyɛ adwuma sɛ 7 o'clock am anopa na yɛ pon 5 p.m. Brantem because this year weather no ɛyɛ nsuo weather ɛna nsuo season nti sɔre anopa no ano aba low sperm count no o ba me pa ɔkyɛw wobɛyɛ test ahodoɔ nti boa ho ɛna yade a yɛduru so no ɛyɛ mɛma deɛ no in general wɔ erectile dysfunction ɛno ne yɛa ne yɛ send packages no ɛde ma mo no ɛno aduro no baby awo bi a say yɛ test yɛ test mɛma du no frɛ ne a wonya ka yɛbisa wo sei wo yade wo hu bi sei wonya kyerɛ mu ma yɛ ne a yɛbɛhu package kora yɛbɛyɛ abrɛw enti wa wo bɛma sɛm no ɛnyɛ no me pa acho baby awo bi a package de betumi ayɛ abrɛw na mo ntie me yie wa wo nkran ha no mu Greater Accra ha na wo be me na wo tema na wo be tema branch ne pa acho wa bra clinic obeje package ana bra be test wo tie me mo amwo Greater Accra ha no abo ben clinics no mo the whole Accra obetumi abaye nchen bra ho na be treatment obe ma no ye treatment a ehia ye papa age number goes on her back and can fa age enye adwuma we ho it is all 60 70 80 90 100 ya diabetes diabetes high blood pressure etimi ma obema ehemre ye papa malaria crack bi ma obema mu yemre na how much more diabetes and pressure it is a sad problem wo ho a Fabra Gbozo Heba Clinic. We about your friend 0241 750282. Uwo Kumase na obema juju na obema no to be adwuma pese menye package from Accra Hakra mrewa ye be ya bro ana so wetbi afre Kumase number no 0553 417752. O friend house doctor me package no bi wa mo Kumase no muntumi mba clinic wo no manye force friend se me pe mema duru ni bi eno ye 0553 417752 Kumase no no deliveries baby obi ayebe 0553 417752 enu Kumase number no o pe 4 in 1 3 1 2 in 1 ni nyina no Agbozo ye wo ho yade bia ye de betwa to ba ku bi no e pulse aye koko wa hemorrhoid kokobu utune pie ukuja na kokobu de pie mpacho ye wo koko adro special one pound no odene a baby obi afre ne ye be package e de abrew enti package no o pe bia 0241 75 0282 ubet mo am won kran mo na clinic honum into frame now so wakra hampacho to anamona bra clinic 0241 750282 wo mo ye package ne ba ko mo am watermali bolega wa Ashanti region wo sehwi na wo hwe me fa se we honu nyinara me client wo hot fa dwaboso ho no mo side nyina asimfosu na wontumi ma mo am wakemo da kofodua mo nyina mo frame na mo njibo package no on sa baby obi a mema ufa wo so pe mema duru package e mema duru ni bi baby obi a ye de bebrem and na low sperm count maka prostate enlargement no so ye hwe junso no bema bia me ka every 3 months bia no depending age no ba only from the 30 years and above 3 months bia no pa cho ko any nearest lab na kokko ye prostate test na we onni bia na ko obi but mema no na nse ye betimi de di agora ma prostate glands ni bia lock area junso no manwie no na afi oba ya opeso ye magic man da bi sa wo twen na du sa abre ne dia ene na wo se ye de rubber to be men man so no tumi adwuso mfam na me kasa se kwa me ahe oba me kura no rubber nem kura na ho de ne tisen na mpese ye de bibia kotum enti me prostate the eboam erections ni yie papa enti me sra man twen ma yem fa bibin kotum hu sa ukogina na Johnson no pushi ansa na aba ana bank tinkiti papa cho dwane na ko prostate test na hwe other problem bi say infections are do UTI STIs ni nyina no so it be cause na mo prostate ni de udi 30 years and above that's what fragbozo wo bi oni bi wo hia we draw so protect your prostate no eti fragbozo he back macho wo tema ni potem a 0557 402696 obefrem or 0557 402696 0557 402696 but opeso ni mi ankasa din komo era obefrem 0241 750282 esan WhatsApp de bia me kase obi wo hanu nyu biara o wa brochire na wo hwe me na obe masem nye ope package ampaje ba bi owo bia Fred Dr. Agbozo me ankasa 0241 750282 eno esan WhatsApp yade na mabobo so ni nyinara se efi prostate high blood pressure ni diabetes ni yade stroke na achiwato ana se wa poso problem biara wa utimu se wa face ache na ha wo no Fabra Agbozo ma yade nyinara ma no edu musomi a na gese mu hiti nsuo de tutu ayase ansa na wa ye free pacho Bra Agbozo ne mu waduru na moja bone no wantumi ma ne nyina no enna ne nyina free na ye free edu musomi a wetumi ayeden akwadim free Agbozo ye to ye nsa fro se yade biara dawo so no me pacho Bra clinic honum efi se sauba na ye test na ye hu problems na ana ne sa no enye di mayen enti abo wo ewo hu am se owo wanam hana se litini twa so ane ho de utwa litini no a de aka ne nyina no ya ho ta Agbozo ye mema duro no package ne de ye da so ye baby a wo bia the whole Ghana na ana ya nigie pass adanse a eba sabi man for privacy to the bema ho ase wuntimi mo emubi ntie na se obo frame ahomache na anopa na nkrofo damas Agbozo ye na ma wade aso a ultimi say yes Agbozo Herbal Clinic ba mema adwuma ene ye ginemu papa ye moto no man has an expiring date oba ye honum na o mema duro ne ma na anya adwuma na je se wanka se bia na wafum bibi ene na sunsun bishim but say ye sabi namwani yade pa de a onum ye duru na 3 days 1 week time no e was so be manage na so na ebo anti package no me pa cho 4 in 1 no kokopim 2 in 1 me pa cho order this is ya nko 0241 750282 and our tema community 25 Savannah Junction 0557 402696 and I'm free Kumasi na mo pe package ni bia no so o de be ma no 0553 417752 me do asese mo ye aso na wuti me de bia no me salutu mi ye papa mo nkoso na mo hwe ye na mo mra magi ayar sanso na de bi wonya ahoden adonyame ase same time next week mbesatu
Agbozo Herbal Clinic ana wo chi wo mon kana emema de mu fia na wo say ya Agbozo because kwan ya wo mo fa so na wamama omema yo SCPS ta wamama aware aso no na krabehwe ti bomode na kwa Agbozo ombeboa wo wo sa niema hodo na yare ahodo de atoje na bibia timi afio abusia ha TVXYZ and afi Power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedie ana yeguso ayede so mfi sabre ya enkopem 6 p.m. ebebo nsem na hodo no a yedi kan etiti so ede a kirew na yebetwa ye ho aba yeba yane Stephen Kingsley Benier wono Stephen Kingsley Benier Esquire mranim ni pa wono ye deputy MD ede Ghana Post and afi David Wowi Brown Esquire wono so senior lecturer at Accra Technical University penefo mienu ana womo ba na afi ne nkomo aka nyina no yetimi abomode na yede asomo yebeda no ye ho kakra ba yenya ba pe penefo be tenase na afi ensem aka nyina no ye bi mama twen ye ba sia.
Ade na ya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu emunumuni.
Oh Mr. Entry also ya reya titi bi benfie pi nanso ne yam nyono da se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa
Minyi ni se what also tamfo Hexa capsules any Hexa mixture yanum bom kotia also no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dadaada also dro de eno ne Hexa capsules any Hexa mixture
ankom ni nkyeremu
also yekura eto yefunu ene ensunumu etuma wo yefunu ekeka wa wogire wo ho a enye also etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how aye also de a compare Hexa capsules any Hexa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto
pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 apefo abatan a woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfie dumienu enka ho Haxa capsules and in a mixture.
All Satan for FDA Aji Edwedian Kratui Atom.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Obrempong eye adwumada eboa eyam aduane eboa eyi nsa free ni pedua nim na eboa woni pedua ma etena ho yi nanso wonim se niema a yedi na yenom timi ma brebo ye adwumaden sen pote
me hunda me brebo ye adwuma pa ebia se mentumi ye bibi boa me brebo
ani and nothing about the left hip from the Moses Clinic, we have our center about herbal food supplement. We see pa the barberpo, and my year Jumayi.
Now, anything Juma.
Fatopa Yenu, and no panny anymore. Now a boama berbo ye Jumayi, Sunny Baya, a bit me and yam a Jania woody, yes, yes, any pedianimo, a ye moving see.
And none of me berbo can't.
Ubenya Left Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, ne supermarkets are a bell. Sawopa do doors way to up. Thread 0244 06 8447. Left Kid, Waw Brebo, Wawonipedia. A droy and your mapping for a ma emma or manufo, ne for our 1 year in fear to me. FDA JD Kratui Atum.
Throughout June, the party, in collaboration with members, traditional authorities, community leaders, youth groups, civil society actors, all the cadres of the party, and to be honest with you, every member of this party has to be a cadre of the party. Because true leadership simply means understanding of the values and being able to stand for those values. Now, all these individuals, including patriotic, are being urged to help us to undertake a series of commemorative, educational, and patriotic activities across the country. Now, seasoned personalities, distinguished politicians, cadres, historians, and individuals with direct knowledge of or association with the aforementioned historical events will be invited to address participants and share valuable perspectives and experiences to enrich public understanding of the significance of the June 4 uprising and the evolution of the NDC tradition. On June 3, a major public lecture will be held in the Banda constituency in the Bono region, focusing on the historical impact of the June 4 uprising, the role of state institutions in making sure that we are accountable to the people and we place the people at the very forefront of everything we do, and the local significance of the event of June 4 to the people of Banda and the Bono region. On June 4 itself, there shall be a ceremonial flag raising, wreath laying, lighting of the perpetual flame, and a ground deba that will bring the people of the Bono region to the event. This will symbolize the remembrance, our national unity, and our enduring commitment to ensuring that this great movement to bring about the empowerment of our people will never, that flame will constantly continue to blaze. On June 10, which is the day the party was founded, that day will be observed at the NDC Day, with activities centered on revisiting the ideological foundations of our party, and reinforcing participation in the whole democratic process, especially with a view to ensuring that our youth in particular understand who we are, where we are coming from, in order for them to be able to help carry this great flame into the future. On June 19, many of us will not remember, June 19 was a day when, should I call it, the biggest coup attempt was made to topple the PNDC. And through the solidarity of not just of the armed forces that were loyal to the regime, but also the cadre core of the party, that attempt was foiled. Now, so that day, the cadres, we'll call it the Cadres Day, will be commemorated in Kumasi under the theme, ensuring transparent governance, the role of cadres. This important gathering will provide an opportunity to reflect on the responsibility of cadres and activists. And as I mentioned earlier, in the past when there was no NDC, it used to be the case that you think cadres were just a small group of people. But really, in the broader principle of fair, every single member of the party is supposed to be a cadre. In fact, you have no business holding the NDC card unless you understand our values and unless you are a cadre. But today we have many people who think that this party is just a means where they can get an opportunity maybe to get an appointment or to be able to get some contract or be able to get some money. So the party is a convenient vehicle today. So people who even don't understand who we are and don't understand the values that we are supposed to embody and don't know what the foundations are all members singing the great NDC while thinking only about what it is they can get. Leadership means you must appreciate who we are, the wellspring where we are coming from, the foundations we stand for, and the values we embody. And that's what the day is going to be. Now, so it's an important gathering which will provide an opportunity to reflect on the responsibility of cadres and activists in safeguarding democratic accountability, national integrity, and grassroots political organization. Finally, on June 22nd, which actually will be the 79th birthday anniversary of the founder of the NDC, the champion jockey, His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings. That day will be commemorated as the Founders Day. And the Jerry John Rawlings Foundation, led by Ya Asantewa Jiman Rawlings, the second daughter of our founder, who is the executive director, have been in conversation with the party. So we're going to have a collaboration with the Jerry John Rawlings Foundation on that day. So part of the day, we will observe at the party headquarters here, and the plan is to have an unveiling of the bust of the founder in recognition of his immense contribution to the establishment and growth, not just of this party, but also of the enduring legacy that he actually left for our country. And then the later part of the day, there will be a lecture that would be an interactive lecture that will also have exhibitions. So we'll be announcing the details regarding the program for June 22nd very soon. So comrades and friends, these activities are not intended merely as ceremonial observances. the opportunities for reflection. And when I mean reflection, I mean deep reflection about the journey of the NEC and also the journey of our country. Because for many of you who do not know, I mean, June 4, when you go even into the NPP today, you find a lot of people who absolutely were for June 4.
Mr. Simon Wakwaba Bill about TVXYZ and Afe Power 97.9 FM. Inside Politics, Jumedi ni Guswa. Yade Esom and Sama Hodo Chego Mind Ghana. Said the Senate Fata, Sawan Subetimi and Yaho NTSC. Oko Facebook, Ubetimi Jumedi Ebin so online at Power 97.9 FM TVXYZ. Yo. YouTube here XYZ broadcast na fe wetimi agebrahwe inside politics jumedie asabre etwegu ni bi na fe adwinkyere bi ebeba ochinu abomoden e de ato ase aman emerepemu ebejemre na yakenkan e de ama medin de enke Obrempong Nyankopon enhyirawa memprenda ye to jumedie no so de ama wa ha na me kai se ope baabi agewa home o leave or vacation or holidays bi wonko na apesa wokọ wone wo yere wone ho kani bi ana mo ope baabi na ma akọjojo me ho home away from home. Bebacho bia ba kopɛ na meka for the ama n'anwumre Safari Valley Eco Resort where for ye pa so hwɛ green environment omo wo hwɛ kwan omo first so create man-made lake omo create zoo with harmless animals na wo ma hyehyɛ bia ho na where for ye pa bimpo na wo pɛ baabi institution company organization bi mo pɛ baabi na mo ye conference anase dwumadie bi a me pa cho mo spaces akese a wo mo de ma na wetimi adi dwumadie no na ye class betimi aye waye ho betimi aye wedding ho betimi aye party engagement bibi bia pesa wo ye na nipa dodo ba na be ye fe na hye wankasa anuonyam okọ Safari Valley Eco Resort abusia wani beji ye pa kai na hye nso se omo wo kwapema mu edukro makuapem ene awukugwa akuapem empatem ho ano mobutu kama fa number ya me de ba betu dwa nkyiremu aka na sefata bia no omo de be somo na fe watimi akodi udwumade bia pese odi e wo Safari Valley Eco Resort number betimi afre omo so 0596 914394 0596 914394 and now visit your website no www.safarivalleyresort.com www.safarivalleyresort.com na fe wo monje so na dwumadie bia pese wundi e wo Safari Valley Eco Resort no wo monye wo adom mamenka o se Divine Hope Herbal Center for Eddie Ochia Eba Powder Eddie Abedjama so na dwumadi a edinie sisi yare eye emane meme nyina me pacho ebetimi aboa pa na etusa yawo no de free ho Pulse Coco eno so ebetimi eyi na free ho ma sexual weakness low libido stroke ulcer menstrual disorder sa yare wa nyina on setimi ka Divine Hope Herbal Center for Ochia Eba Powder omde abana ebeboa wo yie pa sha so se before obenom eye Ochia Eba Powder ibi no kai na hye no so abiribia na wadidi awie udidi wie dia no pa wie anwumira homache ubetimi anom edroi na afie tu sa yare wa hodo yesi nyina ede amaum ukodru koforidia Gapson Pharmacy abenya bi na wato Capeba usunyane House of Drugs ya Shaiman Boachi ansa Cape Coast na Boachi eba wotema PK Gombila wotemale Fred Divine Hope Herbal Center for numbers so bia na ohwehwe Ochia Eba Powder ibi na de go herbal shop and as a pharmacy shop now so what 0591 656 557 0591 656 557 and a 0550 639 037 0550 639 037 Ochia Eba Powder or see we jana shewa wow beba I was saying, I told you, made in the studio, I'm in penny for Enya Tenase, Stephen Kingsley, Benier Esquire, Deputy MD, Edema, Ghana Post, Ewa, Sansona, David Warwick Brown Esquire, or no, senior lecturer, Accra Technical University. Before I'm a company for you, so my main first Sakwenye is so. Na mema Openi Kwame Wadie, a wonderful belated happy birthday. Papaya Odashi, Obi Biara Wonimuno. Minim se onima dance obetimi adi afa na ho na eye na wo papa bi sei ewo wabusuam wo papa bi sei ewo community wo papa bi sei ewo wo man mu a abere bi abompa ye na sere nyinche ene ahode mfema no a wonderful happy birthday going out to you Openi Kwame Wade a ne ba ene Nana Oredu Wade kwawu nkoso kwawu nkotia enkoso hene panifuo yi papa yi ne bɛyi adɔyɛ ahodoɔ a wɔn yɛ no wɔn man mu kwan a wɔn fa so na wɔn agye afoforɔ nkwa ɛnya de ketewa koraa nti no a wonderful happy belated birthday to you ɔpɛni Kwame Wadeɛ onyankopɔn ɔndom nyinkyɛ a ahoɔden wɔ mu sɛ ɛbɛyɛ na wo impact a enya ɛwɔ nipa ahodoɔ so no yɛbɛkɔ so na yɛ experience that your huge impact no nyankopɔn hyɛ ana ɔnyɛ ɔkɛseɛ yɛnto dwumadie no so wɔ ha na yɛmfa ɛmma wɔ na mekɔ mempanifoɔ hɔ na afei madɔmadi na dwumadie no yɛatoa so ma menhyɛ aseɛ mfiri ɛyɛ Stephen Kingsley Benier Esquire Deputy MD Edema Ghana Post lawyer akwaba na umpom te sɛn
already adom
nyankopɔn ase nyankopɔn da roma egu so nkakra yes straight yɛnkɔ NDC ɛnɛ mo press conference aba mo pa kyerɛ sɛ the month of June say mo declare no NDC month any activities ɛwɔ mu wohu ne sɛn
yo me da se machia obiam na machia umpanimfo afei nso no machia
lawyer to lawyer
obo juma pa so obo juma nti na fe ya chia NDC mpanimfo me gidi se de wo kan ye no NDC e party bia wo kan ga na bakosem titru kamam ka bia nei ye nyina ye kan bi in the Fourth Republic nya de obetuma ye NDC afrim if we say e kan e amanyuku a na di mu tintimban pa ye and ohwe Ghana a history First Republic kwan fa so free ho second so by third by na fi fourth PNDC ba mu be sustaining stability kakra ye transforming into a democratic rule since your friend is saying 7 January 1993 Fourth Republican Constitution HRC did you fine aboa at least there have been several transitions I am so successful and as the nyina or the NDC if you say ono na mass akwan a brand na the leader cry now or President Rawlings yes for be a military leader or by into a democratic dispensation yet to aba the party elusu na am for cry say on jam and to nanso o man ho donti
the year 2000 okay
ojato and o hwe we ya wide in the firm in the hands of the then government brand you cry yari and I was a copy from surgery I mean foreign
that was under former President Kufuor
yes
okay
and na na me share video no
wow
interesting enti NDC ayebi anu nti o hwe nhihye ya party mpanum for de gu akwam a e ya de a ebeboa ye titru de ebe kai ye nyina so ye fapem aye the tea party no probity integrity and accountability e ya de hia pa ye e bi zampani se atie ma referee obu ho a the situation bi nti e ma o referee ba bi kura free buy and on timi gidi se yetimi eye saade no na e kaka ye ho enema ya bai bebre kura bi e party no mu nim even the core principles of the party NDC enunti mehwe dwumadi a omode ba bebo apai and enya ade aye center no ba bi faako cut across yes ye be across the country
every month June month no afibia no mo be yi de si ho e de di party ni hu
oh yes we hear your constitution no a days are recognized as holidays no
yes
your friend is a 10th June no e ka ho bi because a very prominent day in the history of NDC. Okay. So that's it. Okay. Yeah, and after bio so where is eba. They say headquarters are your person your founder the to so near there. Nya me dey say bebo apa yi. E ya de ho nya pa. Say at least party bia no nipa bia o ya adwuma na ofiefo kra anka wa. Say na che say ade no kra ya obeka say nso ani. Na aya na ya say sa no ma we. Pempi no ya na nipa na frimu. Yen won achi
okay
so
okay
at least ade we nka ye fa ne say founder or tinkwam na ade fefe we ya am gidi say be ya ne gisam kese
okay
but unfortunately no nyame atonsa frɛ no but de ka nyina ne say NDC MPP so share dantem tibre bia no ya ye wo mu no titu ye wa ban mu ya nyame adom mampani de dwuma de ahye yensa ye behwe se NDC sunu a Ghana fo hu ye gina so e to abama ye no eno ne be ma na daddy
enso hwen be ne da NDC ne MPP ntem ba ko pe kra
so ne se NDC wa hombra se NDC dwuna o ma ne ho se obi nyina ye pepepere ye mra o ma ne mu equity
okay
so ade ase
okay
na so MPP de omo ba omo ma adwen se omo de omo ni fa ko bi kwa omo a bibi wo omo nsam ne ade ene be deal. I mean even discrimination you mu kra wo. Okay. You do baby now pe bibi kra e bisa wo baby a free. So that say and try ba wo do. Me am tie me kan baby am free. E MPP anka me ne hwan. Say me nya akwanya kra betra say me kasa ma party no. Na fe nso mampani kra atimi anya akwanya say maton sa afro say bra be kam aba. Na be di dwumadi e. Wo papa ben na o din bi o ma me ben wo fa ben wo busu ani ben. That's what I say. A pinny horse, and that is NDC a national character. Obia feel belong to the party. So that's if you say Obia or Mubi. But this say Yanoma or Modiano dear, they were my no. I mean, I won't a certain status. It will have bed in class or room at bedroom. Dio Catasician prayer. Say a more my Japadi home by where NDC. Kwanya ye ba esi ye bo man ya pade ho ban ye chichira na ye bo anu wi a na MPP ba no ma besam no ma se o man no because Ghana within the 8-year rule of an MPP say na there was no where was a Ghana e ko MF e no ho asema nyame adoma ye free mo ye bekai na ke ne ho ase ko MF and do kai that time komodie ni sha ase se ba then finance minister and why John Cotton America or so Magana beam can for it okay yes or see young quadda until now you near at least but Yahundi see who I say John IMF and until and over the development of this country on my own puntu so puntu juma kese akese e wo man mu nyina Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Friwa and this insano okay yes and this insano. Even we Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Friwa na Ghana even public universities it was established by the NDC government.
The Rawlings administration.
Yes, Professor Mills or the Sunyane ne Hobeka. Okay. Yes.
Sunyane University.
Yes, University of Energy and Natural Resources.
Professor Mills.
Yes, Sunyane Energy of Health and Allied Sciences. So that's
and also Professor Mills.
Yes, NDC. And that is the history. You look at NDC Nkrumah. Okay. What has been the contribution? And in Ghana, some might be NDC prim. NDC a major stakeholder, major party or contribute to at least, if for nothing, has given Ghana a democratic dispensation. Okay. Yes, because okay, even at the point National Commission on Democracy. Almost as year building up for the Fourth Republican. We saw the then MPP. Our office or more lawyer Foucault or no Munimiansa will be antino. They don't want to go there to sit. Or one person or no yama memo me for. Your mamma for me a fire for your mamma me a carpenter for you before and conquer tracing kwa yemra. That was it. And until we share a choir fast swap. And no crowd moon panifo bomb then panifo jinamu are even frustrations. Look at even the 1992 elections. What went on? So what has but you know and this is Janai said there be a man can't call here. And a very big plaza. And no na still staying on my Ghana. And even your dear can say, this is going to be a major event. Maybe hear me pie to yemwa. Ya fufra ya baku no mu anase ye mrante wo omuntu bon chire ye ma ye nti party na se what I say okay amanfo fi say na kra politics a business enti onya kwan bi ba na obi rom no nya ba bi gina eno ano no wo frɛ no mfa wo ya na odidi watem after oni sika abato do ba beto and I run a sky so you shouldn't mimic the MPP because they are coming from a certain tradition. They have been existent for so long a time, and they are so proud of it. That's not can Cape Coast. Yes. Yantiasia 2016. Yantiasia He was a prophet. What is here? Because one from Titinina, Bra Kwame Nkrumah Kura Kulungu, extra see bomb na kuno. Then you can't they defend it. What is here? They are so proud of Omonoma. Who did some more the bag Ghanaian politics. And then in the can't defend it. Says they have a tradition. No protect it. Until ni kwansa ye yesu womo.
Okay.
If is a young ahomo bro, ahobrase, o man ho do ani bie. Obia say nyina yemra ne nkamom. That was the style of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, using the Valanda boys to defeat the then bourgeoisie and no more sika kese o krom ha. Well, the way CPP, and no NDC. The young was said, you bet yenti true, Mabruna Yabom. I mean, a te party, Nasi. And never ye be a nomination. A man for a bro, probably I say, Yabato draw, when I'm top money. The Nipana all bumper pick forms, so dinner. And yan I've been said, or whom be a party, and our tea party, she be as into no Nemo, what is a party no abamo, Anya then Abato draw me and top money, chinchon on some form. So, a Juma Cassia Dia. Candy for party, your party department, you make a scene there. So, see, and my young tip party, Nasi. Change that to probity, integrity, and accountability, Asia, and community and Kenny how.
Medasi, Stephen Kingsley, Benny Esquire, a deputy ND, Edema Ghana Post. My main court, David, Wawi Brown Esquire, senior lecturer, Edema, a year, Accra Technical University, na fe, yen in Como, Cancer Papa. I want to say. Young call NDC and the press conference. I call so more declare the month of June. Say NDC month na fe activities are who do a womb. Then I walk actually in their farm.
Yo answer na meto aso no midin chia emma the whole NDC fraternity. Shaman Sumati say branch elections na yakoso ho mesre. Constituency executive na monitor no mumma mufa pepe yo inye juma mate say ebinom so mo request for branch register mo pesa mo di ba ma omo wrong directives aba say obi a ohia sane ma mo fa ma omo yonyi na ye de foya democracy ne so democracy no ebe ko nenim na me ya ka NDC a me join NDC 1992
democracy no ba be shase no.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The first answer I ever took about for referendum, no, I was part of those organized. I was secondary school. Okay. Now the first election, I was 1992 elections. So registration that need see that Canadian government sponsor a first election. No, I was a party agent for NDC. I was Shaman constituency. But people say if you are legal, you know, only party card. See those times you know. Party card but my first party card on the 25th of July 1995, 31 years ago. My first party card I was manka me fifi anka me de buy next time buy me the bachelor.
Okay. So far, how do you see NDC?
NDC, and that is why I'm still there because I'm proud to be a member of NDC. NDC a party NDC, you need just to say Nkrumah ideology. Except say you're modernizing.
Okay.
NDC stands for development. NDC stands for progress. NDC stands for accountability. NDC stands for integrity. NDC stands for probity. But that is not NPP. Mimia, who share NDC Juma Mabo or Maimua say enka Ghana for Bekano Krea. Enka say everybody must belong to what? NDC. Yes, started from health. Most of the biggest hospitals are here or Manganamu and has been built by the NDC.
Okay.
Obibaka said Kolebu was established during the Gorgesburg era, but NDC Eshemukina. Ushe University of Ghana Medical Center, NDC. Greater Accra Regional Hospital, NDC.
That's the expansion
yes.
Of it. Okay.
Tamale Teaching Hospital, NDC. Trafalgar Ho Teaching Hospital, NDC. and I near Kikaho, be Bria, Kikaho, Ebiament Mimbo.
I think after military
hospital, which will take Syria, military hospital. That is the largest hospital in West Africa. Yes, hospital. Because that hospital is to take about 500 capacity bed.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yes, that was the vision. But Akufo-Addo no by 8 years, they did nothing about that hospital. And no church said they don't think about Ghanaians. Yembra education. NDC, universities are NDC established here. 1, University of Education, Winneba. 2, University of Development Studies, North. And Akufo-Addo by campuses they didn't establish any. University of Energy, Awainfa, Sunyani, UNER, UHAS,
yes,
NDC, University of Sustainable Eastern Region, so many Eastern Region, NDC. Recently, President Mahama signed a bill for another university for engineering and agriculture development, something like that.
Okay.
And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 universities. And Mahama, who say it was a technical education, economy, almost converted polytechnics to technical universities. Yes, shall say 2016 6. And within 20 years, losing power, no. The 4 that were in the process, and I converted your money in NDC. Name one university, MPP government, Omatina Abemu, 16 years. One university established here. None.
Almost university.
None. The only thing I can say Kufo, you see, a university, a college of Takwa. There were a Takwa School of Mines. And I buy Takwa Mines, University of Mines. That was the only thing. Okay, any university, you can education so e-blocks. Now NDC, establish it. You buy infrastructure, roads, road network. From Ronnie's time, road network. There are some roads see and I can remember say from Dabala Junction to Keta Road, you know. The road is still strong today. Roads now okay. Roads be running here in the northern part of Ghana. Those roads are still there. Now look at the agenda of Big Push, Accra Kumasi Highway. Look at the thoughtfulness. Agenda they found Eastern Corridor roads, you know. NDC, most of these things are in agriculture. Yasha agriculture cannot to the extent say now we want to what make a good business. Ministry of what trade, agribusiness. And yaka NDC Juma NDC NDC is a party for the downtrodden. It's a party for every Ghanaian. NPP almost they are a property owning democracy. And what they can achieve. Sika metimi afom e dey bo more personal interest to say Ken Oforiatta say he should come and face probity no on person obeba hwe me kai pa those days a cool time no 1979 no na me nyi ye bia mumbat na me huniama 81 31st revolution no I saw thing na me was shaman I entered a shaman in 1980 those days me kai 80 na me was class 1.
Okay. Council member, between 2001 under former President Kufuor to 2008, these are the universities or upgrade. Yes. University of Mines, they are working,
yes,
and technology, Takwa,
yes,
upgraded from Takwa School of Mines. Okay, so Ghana Maritime University College, upgraded from Ghana Maritime Academy,
yes.
Telecom University College, upgraded from Ghana Telecom Training School. University of Education.
Winneba.
And also upgraded from University of College of Education.
It was issue.
Ghana Institute of Journalism, GIJ. Institute of Professional Studies.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It's a upgrade.
Upgrade.
Now, you share 2017 up to 2024. Universities under Nana Dankwa Kufuado. Near here, Simon, Diadong
changing the name. UDS referee.
UDS in the campus. Nabrongo. Nyampala. And Tamale. And of course, said change the names.
Yarubete.
And I have University of Education back when I was Mampong.
Amstead. Is it to say, sir, in the 16 years rule of the MPP,
they have not established from scratch one university in Ghana,
but none. In 2024, the former president of the Republic, Nana Dankwa Kufuado, announced plans for 4 new universities.
Why is it? Plans are not actions. Plans, and that is what NDC MPP, that is how they are. They always talk, but nothing. And that is the problem. NDC, we do, but we are not able to talk about it so much because we are action people. But we take action. You know, 2 universities at Tamils, straight, University of Energy and Sunyani.
Yes.
And you has Health and Allied Sciences, established. Mama came and then built from scratch. University of Sustainable, the one at Somanya, from scratch. UDS, Rollins, when he won that award, okay, it was a Nobel Prize award, $50,000. And I said, this money, I will not keep it as, it's my money, but I will use it to establish what a university.
Yes, I remember that.
UDS, University for Development Studies. University for Development Studies, they are producing 4 different universities, Nyankpala, Tamale, Nabrongo, and Wow. Those are the visions NDC had. Projecting. Let MPP come to say they have established 1 university. None.
Built from scratch.
From scratch. None.
Not even one.
Not even one. Almost sorry, University of Ghana. Then they want to put J.B. Dankwa's name on University of Ghana. For what? What contributions has J.B. Dankwa made towards even the development of Ghana? Except to plan against Nkrumah, perpetuate developmental agenda of Nkrumah, to curtail them, write letters to the Queen and whatsoever to stop Nkrumah from developing this country. Now, Soria, no said Dankwa Buzia Dombo tradition, a tradition that is noted for destruction. What I say?
Okay.
Now, look, after all this, and I've mentioned the health, but let me give credit to Kufuor that he upgraded 37 military hospital to a semi-teaching hospital some time ago. Those were at that time, I think the brother was the health minister at Kufuor then. And I'm upgrading that one. He did the 37 military hospital. And
so this is upgrade.
Yes. And look, I think it was after that stadium. Main knife way happy, you know.
Okay.
And our president decided they want to do something. What I say? So, my brother, when we talk of NDC, when we talk of development, NDC has developed this country. NDC is promoting this country. It was during the time of NDC we opened up freedom of radio stations. I say, almost sorry, they want to lay claims, but that has not been the case. It was NDC.
Okay.
NDC open. Look at the port. Let's go to Tema Port. After Nkrumah, it took the NDC, President Mohammed's government, to expand the ports. Airports. We have built airport, whole airport. We have built the Tamale airport. Okay? We have graded it into what? An international status. All the airstrips have been what? Upgraded into what? Airports. And this is what NDC has done for Ghanaians to see. And we are not making noise. So, my brother, you can say NDC now is the June we're using it to celebrate NDC or NDC month. And I think that every Ghanaian should join to celebrate this particular month of June.
Because
NDC has done so well for Ghana.
Medasi David Warwi Brown, Esquire, a senior lecturer at Accra Technical University. Yeah, told you Median Sunday Amawa. Henry Nikwe was a Woshe Jumedian Sisia Yankopon, which are one cow home. But Moses, some in country or the left kid aba, I was sure a droy 100% about supplement. A bribiano, Najumedi didn't say Babu live at home by a bemau live on what dear said fatana, bribia udidia, Timia yam kama na a fimbia, Becca nipeduamino, will live on a Timia in a PSA, be now be young what they now nipeduana feel fresh. Na watimi edi aye juma pesca dia go bottom nti bomode na kan ho na won sanka Moses for left kid omode ebe adwama no se de abe bia no ahode ne ese na fata ebetena onipadua no ka na so no se pharmacy shops ne herbal shops nyina eton Moses for left kid bi ne bia na open do do na so de go pharmacy na se herbal shop a free number we Moses for bejo so ma obi ato 0244068447 0244068447 na fi on setimi aka left kid ni bi efi Moses ho NPA go so bon kaye se ba bibia obehu no se tanka bia dane ato no be pa cho mentumi kan kofa gallon men kofa pan men kofa bo bia se wo kwa koso fo eja betimi atom e ma na se wo bibiara wo ho nti abere bia obehu no se tanka dane ato mpate ma dane ato kwan bi so no ne obeya ne se number me di tudwe obefa no afre Ghana Police Service bejo so the Ghana National Fire Service bejo so the National Petroleum Authority for nankasa so bejo so na fe mpanifo a mama montete wo sa akwanhia yi ho no wo matimi abeyen siesi a emfa oye ne bia ma nti fa sa number we na abiri bia abehu se tanka bia dane atofom no wa fresh sa number mpanifo abeyen siesi dia ma 030 2550380 03025503080 kana channel so se won kwankuta no esomo bu bebre esene eye petrol 1 gallon a eno betimi ase woni wabusuafo nyina abrabo ko nakope victory garlic mixture ne beto abusia wono mo aduna adwumadi edi ni se ebiabia wuntini mu babia esisi na moja ntimi ne afrisane ewuram ko ti wo obi a wonsane onan etaye titiri wo obi a wo ya de kakra na wabre na wo nhome na wo te so wo obi a dizziness etete wabrabo me ba cho Anian Enterprise some the victory garlic mixture ba adwama so eno ana ebo na sa ne ma yarewa mabobo so nyina no etu ase de afri ho kra wo ko kan shikin so kwa ubetime nya victory garlic mixture ni bia to nemum se wo pen dodo atu a bomode na free an enterprise for one victory garlic mixture abedwama so e wo number si so meje so no mama obi atu na so de go pharmacy shop ana say wo herbal shop no wato number betime nya omo so 0201 293 280 0201 293 280 and 0242 545 633 0242 545 633 na fe Anian Enterprise ajo so na woma bomoden amawo eye victory garlic eye Mr. Nibia to now they are sound yare ebusia ha TVSYZ and a power 97.9 FM inside politics jumedi ana yeguso ye de somo no Stephen meba wo so na fe ya hwe the opposition MPP na say ensema hodo a ekoso wo hwe atenie a bi koso social media ebi nso ekoso TV so any radio so nkrofo niema wo mo ye ahodo a eno etia Ghana mrane enipa right owo no the various security agencies and so take action say on behwe na sa atenie ene kasafia eno mo ankoso no wo matimi ayi afri ho no the flag bearer of the new patriotic party Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia odi kind statement aba be kase the NDC abanyi ye de ohunu say ye hunehuna ana odi hunehuna the opposition MPP say be ye no mo kasa bo e de o makoma so no wo mo ntimi nka anso ho a wasen akọ University of Ghana Asia student health kiremu say the NDC abanyi ye say hunehuna yi wo mo MPP de nya de o musuro na biribia no wo mo begina no mo defend o mo right sa de ekoso yi ene the Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia abekan then na wo kan de afa on lawyer enko
Sir Ghana kamam ka bi mai and adema etimi gina ne say nyina ya gi atum ne ayemra
yes
amaye ho and the 1992 constitution no ne mra pon a ebo ma ne ho bra bi bia wo
yes
enu mu no a kire se wo ye Ghana ni mpo so ye onanani ana hoho mpo na wo ha o ma no bo ho ban o ma na ma fa ho die fundamental human rights Nemo no ma mienu na ka ho. O right no ana ofa ahodie na wo no. Hihye da ho.
Okay.
Susu da ho. Ekoko pim ba bi.
Eno nkyerɛ sɛ asɛm bi a wo pɛ wobetimi aka.
Eno nkyerɛ sɛ wobetimi aye bibia de edi kan ne sɛ wo fa ho di o nemo sɛ bibia ba na for man no bambo ho. O man yiyo ho a. Ho ne yebetimi aka wo fa ho die na hye. National security and national interest purposes. You toss bio o fa hundie na wo no. Wo de ya adwuma ni ho kwansa o tietia onipa afron so ne fa hundie so.
Okay.
Necessarily you're right. Don't infringe on the other person's rights. So what I say.
Okay.
Enunti e chepepe se you fa hundie no de enunche se bit ma ye de pebia. Mra wo ho. Enti sa wo ye na se etra na ufum rana. I was say man di. All persons are equal before the law. No one is above the law, from the president to ordinary Ghanaian. But what I say?
Okay.
Anunti kamam kabi ese obi a otimi kasa freedom of speech. Enti obi anka de ope. Obi atimi ka de opa na. Enya sanete. Anunti wo kasa no wano pa na otumra what said no famra kwanso. And over nsama ekoso a Dr. Bawumia Madine ho yawo.
Adentia.
E wo so tu omofo. So petumi anya se ne ade petumi o. Ghana fo to abatia mu sei. Makotena fie. Kamo num ho. Bible cross we have from so na no ho a so a nyame kopon kra de chew. Wo se ba de sam ma chase pa Ghana fo chew. Say yesramo boni e be ye nyina mo fa nche ye nu ye ho. Nye Bawumia Dr. Bawumia na pa okay. Come on, we were so campaign. Aha. Eno ne de ne mrante ne ye no. Abronya mo ne ho ahwa mo didi atem no. Eno na be magana fo ato aba mo ntro kese a wo mutwa. Eno na be magana fo ato aba ma wo. Eno nti de ka ne se NDC no mampani mahama. Tito mampani mahama yo bi odo man no na de mraje djuma. De bia wo se djuma ye di tumi nyina ye Ghana fo dia. Omo na apone ho amaye nti wo behwe se on tietia Ghana ni bia nampo bi o amamu afa ho die so da on fatumi hunu bia da obehwe se pepere yo be ye adwuma eno so na ye adwuma nsama ye nuanum kekaye se wotimi ko no akotwa wa dizo mampani na wo de sebi wo mo ye gay ntade ahye no da be na Ghana ye duru ha sa da be no man Ghana duru ho abronye tini TV so na okeka de opebia jeja fra wanko no no ye nipa che obi ohene babu amabene a wo Power FM obi kra voice o man fan jelino ye che no tum wo Central Police is original me ko ho hwe no striking force for na yiwo me ko ho hwe no de na oyeye Mugabe mu ya ayi ye se court aka asem o ma kire o ma adwen o man kodam. So just this enyan bi na esie no enye bi kra na esie no kra wo hwe nsem a ye nuanom de wo ma hyase no says law enforcement agencies o man form na nsifom a menua ahwe be duru ba bi no wo fa ahodi say ye abamu panifo nso no mo o mo firi o mo so no mo de ba
so o hwe de ekosia under Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, who was the vice president of the Republic of Ghana and head of the police council.
Yes.
Under him, and he may be a coco so the broadcast journalist beat to say Bridget Otu police for
Bruno Maniska are compensated.
Thank you. As court ama police for Maniska Osha Manasi Johnny Apia Stadium Chini fee your friend say Kumasi in the bar and crying. And your man would do a bongo Bobia Saka. Sabreno, young T. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, Anokasa, young statement be our de Babontin, Ebeka Ghana for you, I said, Debbie, way a year, Mufamudi, and maybe Obinimu Tiasono. Not this time around now. MPP Aquatina opposition or Makwatina fee. Now the air course you are Mukrofo Muya, Alhaji Bawumia, Eddie statement, Nam. No de a year in Chiracha na kasa e catch student here the what Legon said the air question and yadia a said fatana. Bawumia has it been fair to Ghanaians?
Me say Dr. Bawumia I is so desperate for power. Na em one pa o se fe Bawumia yi. Enwe chi ya na ye vice o. enwechi ya head na no asorefo ye omu nhyiemudie na omaton safrem panimfo ugo gina ho na wokwakoya amanyesem and who the general and mguasia of the man enu nti enu kire se nya atwomewo MPP for mu any one leader Dr. Baumia sub obey head of the economic management team one chatter what bon a more man to ditchim I was an company for her and chika chira say a juman want me anyano yanyan is how yes I see omo na to abama
as head of the economic management team or the digitalization by
anu na ye na juma na any minister for communication and digital ayi
vice president.
Yeah, buy me boss. No Abu Sam George MP for Ningo Pram. Ajuma obo 1 million coders program ni dey no yen. What is a vice president can want him? What is a vice president? Professor Jenana, Your Excellency. What is what can want him? Meaning what is what can want him? And never be $1 in that. Ding obi akran can want him. Ya won't say nyano. So what I say? And you want me and you want to no ma be say na ba Ghana fo ato aba ma no. Tena se na hwe omonsuo mampani mahama. Ebra 2016 na okun hu ama man no. Osumo man no obre e de no ma pe ba ni nyina no omu twantro mo media mo ka ho mo tan MPP fo ti twantro to Ghana fo trimom to abatia no. De no ye o say oni ka nchirima na bebu na 10 nchirima na yeka na anim se wachiro eno ne 2024 elections bae no eno 2024 elections so that's here nti also Dr. Baumia hwe omampani mahama kwanya ofa so sa no your politics ye frɛ no kura no ko program bia the way na osikasa edimfia se ahe ansa kura no aba no wobɛka na asɛm efi se waye mampani da onim se de sitie na Dr. Baumia omampani mama catch in 2016 say wonye mampani da ontinya abotre menua o say ade no akokasa ena da ho no and now vice president in the fourth republic one man who the wise vice president Dr. Baumia na met kura wantimi ani ya va ka ma
even after say odi Yigate ekwo
Yigate be ya adwuma the last time I fa ma hu Yigate bia ana ebia menim say wakọ ho nanse ya Yigate be
in February me fa ho
na ya adwuma
omo ma me fa nchen ho
I don't know am afom ukọ menim ba bi akọ transit say Dubai say no udu omo obi fa nchen
Istanbul
omo fa nchen
ndabi
ejade na umi bibi oye bia ye papa bibia ba umi edi ntale hu bia anye papa no no awatimi akọ no ani krom pa gudam onu ani krom kura sika no age di onu ani krom a nipa bia anya hwe krom a wo free di onim se wo ya de at least wo ba bibi pasi wo no kina bi wo ba akokora betra wa osuma akora bi akase oh anya hwe papa yi onya vice president di ona ye we manti ma menko wo pa ma ba omi anko walwala nko tra wo na on fra akora bi nsuma no den akora no be gina so di kura e de aka no den oyema hom nothing and why so desperate for power and menua hwin see law enforcement agencies na ye omadwuma ya makwan ma obia antietu obi afa hodie so sanso na ya makwan ma obia antietia obi so fa hodie so wo ma ya chi wo no wo do ma fam kwan so nye ko dom ko under MPP na nado ya chi kura o ka ya boss lawyer Sami Jemfi kura ko ye program anko mo ano baby kura kura ne ehu no kaswa MP o man ko che no masa no ma koso ha no but nya no mampani ma hwe o se Ghana fo atie nasem nhihye pa ene odo o man no mu gina so de to apama no enti no na ye ni focus o say ya pass 24-hour economy bill ababe act abe mra nei hihye egu akwan so ba ebe bua Ghana mabunu ne da no na odwene ho onwene abronya asem a waka o di ase I what did not attempt. So just did and so still 2024 he won the elections.
Yes.
That was not the focus. This Omar you almost said Omobra Omo Abemu and probably on quite France house. Omutete tape say unquati Omufi say bina Omampani de any Omuntumuna. Penisi Onipa bi otwatre bia no osaya na. That's their thinking but
ade da Alhaji Baumia ano ba ko a oguso a wo bo ho da euro ni say NDC aban and chichin crofo NDC NDC aban na ana security agencies na
me ba o IGP ohwe ye ko find for be na buy na
oh ya
on na the oldest no commission of police on the man me boa
yes
and and all of a sudden you buy and this is one for police crowd. And you have last year no starting process.
Yes.
Omaphobia. It's the same system. Now no ma boni omuye yentino. Omufi send this year to someone. But me catch you say they should rewrite their note. President Mahama, you need focus on this or what will be. Never. The focus ne say adwuma Ghana for the man first ne say o say boss oba obema city na gina. And never exchange with a massive na appreciate we are seeing boy abaso. Hwene IMF from some of the buy. Shaving European Union or rep to Ghana. Some of us said we are seeing
IMF in some
what is it? That is what President Mahama any focus on. And yes, sir, obi tribabi cancel. But police for no, ya the mama almost say obi to be found yes and obi ya DNA tiaga na mra. O mean na laws enforcement agents. O mo go cheno. No man pen never fa phone after IGP say on go chi abronye. That is not the focus. And the Dr. Baumia on trance. Now say o matete policy committees near there. They are confused o mo hu de o monye. DNT na Ghana for to abatia mo. In the history of this country, when I walk election, why report why we pay a bin sida, why we report talent. Omra me chem Ghana for nti kwan of faswa or dilusu that election. 2. A chop na or pani party for delegates chow. What do I Ghana for chow? What Timmy Crab Pagana for chow? So Ghana for who said the born in their channel. And some point who said the 2 missions.
Let me say Stephen Kingsley. Benny Esquire, Deputy MD, the Magana Post, Anna Waten and Canon, David Warwick Brown, Esquire, Ewaha. Council, dear Baumia, flag bearer of the MPP, Ninsema Washa Seka, and Nam, Quine Bia, MPP phobia, fast say, woman the be diatem, woman the be kind somewhere any woman the be a gunkro for Mufia, the various security agencies, no, deal with Jumedi, and so a large Baumia insists say. End this about NTT before. Then I'll come fast and say.
And why are you surprised? Me, I am not surprised.
I want some about me.
Well, I think Baumia is not yet matured to lead this country.
Obia, why you vice president for 8 years?
Not matured. Unsia me jeans, na me jeans say Baumia edi vice president for 8 years. No, sebi obenyin esua bibi efimu. How a person a president, you know. Behavior. But maybe he should go back to his toilet projects. Don't campaign. We have built toilets. Maybe he should go back to those projects. Don't kick toilets once. He should give us a break. Almost see witch hunting. If there are witches, they should be hunted. Yawo omeimu 80 months of blessed memory. I can say, oh, the plan worked. The plan worked. Ron is former president. We have other people. Kufuor, young man, Kumasi, Eko Kasape, Yamuana Echeno. Who dare you talk against Akufo-Addo?
You pay back time on that?
No. Omono. Niama na nkrofo kan yempo no did not even concern any niama o say omoye na President Mills Akufo-Addo for Professor Doolittle osla wusu timi gina TV so year Professor Mills. Nobody did anything to them. Now young men say a person man ko nim musore niama enye niama o so omoye no munim say you are passing laws you are not supposed to post certain things on social media.
Misinformation.
Yes. If anything we are to deceive the public anyway, you can be arrested.
Sure.
And it says I'm running as a police for no and in Namra so no much for my Bonnie.
Bonnie Bienio.
So why Baumia is a hypocrite. Nacho Baumia is a hypocrite. He should focus on his campaign. You see, empty barrels make the most noise.
How much party members in this Okasana?
Now party member ako ebony am I enchino. Can for attack say almost be say be cheno enti almost man but they find ways and means to cover them up. One to me. You see, these people think that once they are MPP no, they are better Ghanaians than any other person. We don't have a caste system in Ghana. Everybody is equal before the law. A whole minister, cabinet minister, outside MP, at me say the youth of Ghana yeti koto. Nipa no kasa asem no mpono. Yede na hon fe to me a. Me sure so no hon fe me. I'm talking about Katie Hamo.
Yeah.
Na me bompa so be lusu ni election nyame tie me mpa e bo no lusu yen so. Why is Katie Hamo today? Katie Hamo timi sha nkrofo timi ka say anwonafo nso mo ye nipa.
Wow.
We see wow. Now, papa no me person me can answer what MP people can say. They feel as if they have a right to say whatever they want. But we are moved from that place. Your president and who fell. You can't joke with the president that will allow you to go scot-free. It will not happen. Look. Wow, but we are dead. Who said these days? The president is talking about plans and you pass a legal education bill into law.
The reform, yes.
Nyama lost na aba ena progress road construction sanyama ama nkrofu ehun value for money law anyway. And Baumia needed something to just wash down those things and only did the oil. Those people when were they arrested? When did he start talking? Why was abronye? What abro enye abro obia yes friend abronye. Obia abronye no abron kwa no die. Na ya chena. O say they look at the way they talk. Can they talk to their party members that way? You see, we are going into a certain arena. I will say check it, the moral fabrics of Ghanaian society. Now, senka bet me check it moral fabric of Ghanaian society. Now, young ones now say, "Adewe enya di pamamenye," and everybody will focus to think about Ghana, think are doing the right thing. This country will move forward. Shy, nyama be a course one. Wow. Adebakwa, I will say a shepan say yan sheye na yan fan man 2 years. The right people I also we should attend to them. No, we may see them as the wrong people. And not being happy and that young man on your motor hit and run driver be born now. You didn't quiet to me attend emissary. Because of the misconduct of Okada riders, because we Okada for one person na can meet you. I'm say we Okada ride down here, they now call hospital. They don't want to attend to them because of the way a binumu a behavior. Behavior no conduct no respecting no. Bibi two or more. Those who do not respect him, everybody sees every Okada driver to be like that. So that young man, me sure say, see he was knocked down on a motorbike. No, they thought he was what an Okada rider.
Okay.
And when the agency now said they should attend to him, they left, and that is what caused it.
How?
How let me have statement?
Yes.
Party busy. What you say?
I was there when I was in the war near Ruby Bay, and said not Timoto so. You bet you trap Monano, my bano baby, I'm when I'm debate.
How to work?
I am making a home in a ward one of cars, and I'm saying, Madam. Okay, Mahmoudi. Almost frame a partner. Why will you say that? That was 2024. 2024 elections.
What you say?
O party in Babu Nyanai. Now they are yes, I'm quite sure. No my license. To quiet. Maybe what you chow on nine just. It's a issue.
Wow.
Nana say one. What can have minister? Me I mean I'm honorable Wakando. What can committee or tier doctor no? Did you read the report? That is how country you live in. So one president said resetting, and just a term.
Setting everything.
It's a serious issue. That is what we are doing to why I do about him. Say, you can't anti-cra, no few, and in chow nine.
That is the issue. Well, we need to check the youth of this country.
Okay.
Because you see what is happening in South Africa? They were not taught. If the youth of South Africa were taught in their schools, taught that the history that other African countries, I have contributed towards South Africa apartheid freedom before. Now your primary school, around, we contribute. and there was patriotic songs that we were singing those days. Mikaina, Somalia, those days, you know, they had some famine in the northern part of so they came and then they said, refugees, Mikai, we are only little children, and we come from many lands. We have many languages, but together, those songs, were all these songs. And so we need to check the moral fabric of this country, because if we do not, we are heading for disaster.
Okay.
And I think that the law enforcement agencies should deal with the people who offend the law. Obi party chairman to me but TV, like I say, gold in here, not the gold edge, right? Yeah, there. Or TV Mahama, who is Mahama? I'm talking about one to me.
Yeah.
Power has changed hands. Now he's behaving as if we need to check the moral fabric of the and to do that, the law enforcement agencies must be empowered to make sure that anybody who messes up is dealt with, so we can't fall in line. Baumia is a hypocrite. He should focus on his campaign. And leave us alone.
TVSYZ Power 97.9 FM inside politics Jumedia Studio. Power specialist Seba Hospital Sebra Yarwa who do be to say hepatitis A, B, C, D, any in na omo ho aduro awo mo tu asede ama okra na sayare we etimi afre wo so. Afi fatty liver, sciatica, prostate, broken bones, ulcer, swollen neck, any fibroid. Sayare who do nyina no bomoden e de kopie mo Power specialist Seba Hospital for so ye omo ho aduro kama wo mo de ma na sayare wa nyina afre wo emfa ho biaya hodo a wo de wo yare we echi yakọ ma Power specialist Seba Hospital for enya o last stop momoden ukokuma a omo branch e wo ho no feyi ase legbosomtwe kwan ne so opposite Just Bro filling station ubenya Power specialist Seba Hospital for ho ubedu nkran ha omo kwabenya pokwase ACP kwan so na mu kopie mu otakra den so dia omo Anaji Estate adjacent Anaji MA Primary School. But modern phone numbers are made by today. Now, free Power specialist Seba Hospital for so now yard what be a tete or how I any money on come on Bebo ye pa. Number bet me from also 0244 544422 0244 544422 and now 0200 383831 0200 383831. Hope someone send you more message WhatsApp on so for number way 0345 797878 0555 797878 na Power specialist Seba Hospital for TV ajo so na yare bia ye krankra betina so no wo ma bomode na wo ma isa yare ne free home model automobile and construction consult Sebra ope China used cars ope excavators ope tractors ope tipper trucks ope construction machines general goods me pacho one more na papa ne bo so da from ye pa other services are model automobile and construction consult for here warehouse and afi China business visa acquisition and also mbetimi aboa say wanya dwumade bi apese nkodi o China na emum visa ne ho nya no yodin ko hu model automobile and construction consult ombeboa na afi wonsa atimi aka China visa no na wakwa kodi dwumade bi na afi wasan aba wo kromu obehu no machira kwan Tema Kosumo Kwana, so before Hot Oven Bakery. First floor of the NS Chemist building and no Ewa Matahekono, Eho, Anna Model Automobile and Construction Consult for number we na from in Chimwaka be the best home 0257 280 656 0257 280 656 and now WhatsApp number so I'll be to me more so 0248 428 336 0248 428 336 and 0273 296 272 0273 296 272 a higher Power 97.9 FM and afi TVSYZ inside politics jumedi ana iguswa yede sum lo ame ba wo na afi ya hwe Ghana ene ya conclude IMF program standard facility under Nana Dankwa Kufado, Alaji Baumia, and Ken Nanaya Ofori Ata, no, your finance minister, their regime, no, one more on my, or say, Nanaya Ofori Ata. Also, dear, Chibi.
What dear, Ubia dear, so Kai Akwe, your friend is a Dubuahin, or prep and ya Dubuahin, the other one, hey, the Nkruma Guna Numasi. JB Danko. teacher ni ko tu no okodi case San Lucie na mo ball Trafo Hene man. That was his highest achievement.
Trafo Hene.
Yeah. For Abuakwa.
David one shot and
assemblyman want to me cry. One post when
PhD doctor.
Lawyer, common teacher from City.
What was now election?
Abuakwa Central constituency. What does it?
Wendy.
One election, Ben, one
so money do you?
What does it? And you are in some the Omuka Jebi Dankwasem.
Okay.
Baba politics are Manfani Mum. So what does it? Baba politics are Manfani Mum.
And again, I am
a been a diamakino for Atano. Or Hini Ben Bejani, acquire a Yifan and Nabu Bimaso. Or Hini Beya.
Send him
from Mamma Fana Nebiaman on Senana and our pa. Minia, no crow woman said. NDC, Babem, between 2009 to 2016. She said, Pa. And a party di guacomo. Ya boy, she year. Now all the economic indicators just from 2017 no my bekoye. And a fofi antwata no jabam. And you lose ye and MPP buy. No more buy na assassi bantina almost and Truzana Mawom. Then time finance minister vice president Dr. Bomian ne crack bag. Hone at the end shall prayer. Omudisikatum Prada na no my degree. Because Coco Crano say, Obana, the man so now one see one trunk cramp and swa. Oh, Ebewu. O man resu ye na tiwu and tina money option be so upstairs. O won the omonye. O won ko to kro no de crash him. Tina also mu dwan ko to IMF force. Mo magye o. Na ba bia duro ne de ya aginsam. IMF ba mu. Ombe afi om na ebe bu man mai. Nyankopon daroma 2024 Nakopon training sa o my Ghana so ma John the Baptist o samba biem and obaye and they didn't when am say nshira abo my Ghana so aduma wabo and nesidi aburo dollar na ma afi amanfo kre pacho say yesremo ade no ma ni ngina ba bi ejira ma ne mafom and na hu hia say IMF ye ma da so santra ha biem eno nti aba no se sika na o de bre nyina no ye no mo twam if you say ye ba ye no Yanyam Puntujuma, Yabo Juma Manfaswaba, and Honorable Felix Fuzukwacha issue statement. And what kind of statement now? I'm making strong points. See the one day and now to foreign reserves. Now we have over 6 months. I mean, look at about $14.5 billion US. As at February 2026. A serious $14.5 billion US foreign reserves, international reserves.
Wow.
I wo. And there is no be pama Ghana you will stick a guha but my man no be a bear soon see a coffee back.
Okay,
it been seen until a banana ya dear your bumpire MF dear Tuntun time young Kubium
Martimida say Kazo Kaka would this sauce enough.
To force him is forcing.
Okay,
he's doing very well.
Okay,
brilliant chap. So to force him because doesn't me mate or IPS.
Okay.
And those guys of my season, I say, oh, Bujumapa, and he's doing very well. And the IMF DMA, yes, IMF it's a good news.
Okay.
We will manage our own affairs. The black man is capable of managing his own affairs. Now, and yeah, can one move IMF from Kinky Party, or watch a party, Kinky Party. Still, they went back. But yeah, if we say we are not going back because you're in so I will encourage Ato to do well. His Excellency John Mahama, giving him the leeway, support, the guidance, and anyway, the Vice President as the head of the economic management team. And I believe that the inflation above form, and then when we enter the second quarter, the second half of the year, things will move with speed. So for me, the government is doing so well, the president is doing so well, and I mean, the city is so performing so much that they are begging the president, say they be sitting in the economy. You import a dollar no buy na sidino akoye inti muma sidino kofom. I mean, you see everything is going on smoothly.
Okay.
And I think
Ato is not talking.
Ato is working so well.
Okay.
And I'm at saying so even gold mining industry, the locals are taking more action into. They are getting more into it.
Okay.
And I hope, sir, things will take shape. The man is no longer John the Baptist. He's not John the Prophet.
Yes.
He's not John the Prophet.
Yes.
Not John the Prophet.
David Warwick Brown Esquire, a senior lecturer at Accra Technical University. Stephen Kingsley Benny Esquire, a deputy MD at the Magana Post. And Penny for me, no number kind we inside politics, Jimmy soon na fe yitimi edeba wakwembesum. Ebusia, I had a Brema Quine na another day. On the 15th day of May 2026, yeah, Lijumedi na etimi abana wiye. Before I make on, His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama Nyankopon Onsha no nyo kese. Sansona the Food and Agri Minister Honorable Dr. Eriko Poku, Chief Bichiao Yepa, Felix Kwachiofosu, Minister in charge of Government Communications and spokesperson for the President Nyankopon Onsha, Lawyer Eduji Tamaklo Kujo. CEO Edema, the National Petroleum Authority. Nyankopon onyo kese no mpejao. Na ni swade hunu bi esimo ni so some we so minor ebe fa na ntema pa bi de efra. Nyankopon fa sa adom na enfenchemo. Ebisha akwa MCR Mr. Raf Jampo, Director of Mr. Peter Cranton, Abbas, Mr. Emmanuel Kisi, and afi Mr. Emmanuel Neti. One more na sheshe TV ni so na jumedi aye wakono no etimi ahwe bi. Lizina ye makeup no. Camera no Kofi Asante and afi Francis. Na mi producer wo djumadi so Mr. Kelvin Asante mi ankasa me jebre edi djumadi ho chia me de ma wo ene mi din ede yenke Obrempong the grassroots president okwapaman kanea Nyankopon ya adom Monday ye besa ye hia na mom weekend yi se ye na wo pie na wo ye bibia na wa hwe ho yie news team na ready makra